Hello, and welcome back to Streyorea and Peril, where natural 20s are never natural, alcohol consumption is strongly advised, and viewer discretion is merely a suggestion. It's been a hot minute, guys. It's been at least a week.
I don't know. It was lukewarm.
It was lukewarm minute, guys. For those that missed it last week, our bard DM'd half of a session. The other half will probably be tomorrow? Question mark.
That's the plan.
But to stay in the context of Streyorea, Panda, would you like to read the recap?
Dun, dun.
Sure. Let me go ahead and do that. Read.
You got this.
Okay. They rolled dice while I was away and I came back and they're like, "You're reading." I was like, "What?" Okay.
So good.
Oh, okay. From episode 29, the party heads to the magical component shop down a strange alleyway to a small hut in the middle of a secluded area. The sign for the shop is in abyssal, and the store itself is strangely larger on the inside than it is on the outside. It's also watched over by a few large heads, Hydra heads, with more voices than heads visible to the party. Nyota and Neelon search for their components, while the others walk around the store. Liliola and Groker leave to go find a bakery, and Rodon tells Gomo he wasn't just wandering around the Vale when they encountered him. He'd actually escaped when the ruckus caused by the main group caused the guards' presence to lessen around his area of the prison. The store's metric for shopping is strange. The primary visible head examines what the person has, then asks for an offer. This can include trades of information, though the Hydra likes shiny things or meat and is implied to eat potential thieves. Neelon takes his items up to the front and gives an offer to the Hydra. It takes the offer, and the items are thrown over the edge into their pit below the shop. Nyota, hiding an item away, wants to trade a story. She buys her primary items, but doesn't have enough gold for the other items she's hiding away. Rodon steps in and fills the offer, but Nyota ushers everyone else out of the store before she can tell her story to finish paying for the other items. The story is not actually a story. Nyota wants information on the egg she's been carrying with her, but a problem occurs. The Hydra is scared of the egg. The Hydra refuses to explain what the egg is, instead lambasting Nyota for bringing the egg into the shop and demanding she leave before the trade can be completed. Nyota is forced to leave a bag she wanted behind and quickly manages a more normal trade for the other items before hightailing it out of the shop. Nyota confesses to the rest of the party that she was trying to find out about the egg, but the Hydra refused to have it in the shop. Rodon steps in again, heading back into the shop and using the remainder of his gold to ask the Hydra for information about the egg that Nyota brought in, without bringing the egg back in. The Hydra explains it's an egg from one of the old gods, and it's from a different continent. While for the gold, they aren't able to give any more information, this alone is enough for Nyota to go berserk. The Deep Gnome just wants to go back home and doesn't want adventure, only to find herself pursued by an ancient being that even a Hydra is scared of. None of the party know anything directly about the old gods, so it's back to the library they go. Rodon gets a primary on the stage library and librarians, and one of the librarians leads the group to a room with one book written in Elvish. Neelon reads, because Rodon can't understand Elvish. It turns out to be a travel journal of an exploration group who wanted to explore an island not too far off from Egren's mainland. But in trying to cross the merfolk expanse, they were caught in a strange storm, bypassed the island completely, and ended up at a new island. The island was home to strange dinosaur creatures, which are described oddly like the ones the party saw in Harperfell and outside of Warser, and other islands floating in the air. The elvish entries end when the explorers went in for a better look and switch over to common entries as a new explorer notes that the expedition leader was killed in an assault, and they killed a few of the dinosaurs in revenge. The rest did make it off the island, but even leaving the same direction they came, they only returned on the opposite side of mainland Egrin than they left. Despite the group's efforts at research, they're not able to glean much more. Nyota, having a breakdown and desperately trying to keep the egg alive, decides they could probably find out the specific old god they're looking for through her dreams, since that's how it contacted her before. The idea comes about that the party could put Nyota to sleep using Gomo's magic, except Nyota is one of the tougher members of the party and everyone else would fall asleep first. Nyota tells Nealon that he can take a free shot at her, promised to her earlier, and Nealon prepares to strike. And that's where we left off.
I've been sitting on that suspense for 2 weeks.
Oh, you think you've been sitting on that? I'm the one getting punched in the face.
Just who's holding her?
Nobody right now. She needs to put the egg down first, though, because she doesn't want to drop it. So I will say she has done that.
Okay.
Since we have a moment. She will put it down next to her, so it's like she can't drop it or hurt it, but she does have to hold it when she goes to sleep. But other
So
than
just,
that...
do you remember that you guys were also deciding if you wanted to actually do this in the library or somewhere else? That was also something you guys were talking about.
Nyota was saying not to do it in the library, because, you know, she doesn't want to get blood on the books, but I don't know what the others were doing.
Nealon's going for it.
It's okay, I got precipitation.
Okay. So, you put the egg down. Nealon, are you just walking up to hit her?
Yep, he's just bending down, putting one arm on her shoulder, and then throwing the other arm into her gut.
Okay, so one moment you're lining up your hit, and the next one of the librarians is right in front of you, between the two of you.
Huh? That's a tight squeeze.
And and you roll an attack roll. Roll to hit.
Oh, last I understood, she was allowing the hit.
I
Yeah.
know, but one of the librarians, he literally just apparated in between you guys. So if you're going to hit, you're going to end up hitting the librarian.
Then as soon as he pops up, Nealon will pull back and go, "Come on, it's science!"
So, I mean, you can't really talk, but the intent is there to not let this happen.
It's consensual.
More or less, yeah.
What do you mean more or less? It's fully consensual, right? Right? 110%.
So, real fast, everybody. Oh, wait. Passive perception, that's the thing. I keep forgetting about that. Okay. Lily and Gomo realize that there is another book on the table next to the other one.
Huh. What the heck is this? Gomo walks up and looks at it.
It says Rules and Regulations.
Oh, this thing. Oh, shit.
What?
Burn
What is
it.
it now?
Do they actually expect us to read this whole darn thing? Because it's like you look at this, like this thing's massive. Like that's a lot of pages right there.
Look, we could just go outside the library, do the thing, and then come back. And yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Is that the plan then? Everybody's leaving?
Yeah.
About all we got.
I have to drag this out.
Thank you for the tea. It was very lovely.
You turn around. After you say that, you can turn to look at him, and he's not there.
Tea with no scone, no cookies, whatever.
We had what are these called again? Macaroons?
Mm-hmm. Provided
We
you guys
had
haven't eaten
these.
them all yet. As long as they don't have dust of deliciousness. Anyways, so you guys head outside. And I guess you're outside the library now. Are you? What's
Yep.
the plan?
Just
I'm assuming you
outside.
packed the egg up and everything, Nigga.
Yeah, she put it in the backpack, and so nobody would see it. And then she'd put the backpack down as soon as they got outside.
I feel like
Okay.
I need more snacks.
Is that
Wait, you're
Angel
the
or
one
Lily?
complaining about food?
No.
Okay.
So-
So are you just punching her right outside the library? Or are you headed to your house? Or what are we doing?
No, we shouldn't do it right out front. That
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Just
Is there a
like,
place?
just waiting. Just like as soon as he steps out the door, whack! Right in the back of the head or something. She just falls flat.
No,
Appears
Neelan
to
doesn't want to
be-
get arrested for domestic abuse.
Is there some place that we could go, like a training area? Or ring?
I mean, it would. I can think of a couple of bars, but it wouldn't be much of a fight if she's just taking a beating.
We're just going to damage her,
Bar
yes?
fight.
It's not very entertaining.
Bar fight.
Well, we
Elon, let's
just-
start a bar fight.
We're just looking to hurt her, yes?
That's a nice way of putting it.
Because,
Thanks.
we could just, like, dip into an alley and do it quick.
Like that one over there.
Yeah, it'll be a quickie.
Why does this feel like it's still going to get us in trouble?
I just don't understand.
More
I've
trouble than
looked-
we're in now with the egg.
Use an illusion
How about
to
on top
block
of?
the entrance.
Worst to worst.
I just don't understand because I've looked up combat information. I've looked up like statistics and stuff, and there have been times where I've been able to, whack at a training dummy in there, and there was never any repercussions. Was it because it's another person? I don't get it. Post that in the rules.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably
Thanks.
it's probably because it's a person. No, I practiced magic in there. That's obviously damaging spells. That was fine too. So I was actually that's my.
Was
first
there
time
other
seeing
flesh and blood in the
anything.
room with you?
No. I mean, some furniture
that's
may or may not
probably
have been
why.
damaged.
Post a sign.
Flesh and blood furniture.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's just go into the alley and use. I don't know. Does anybody have an illusion spell that they can use for the entrance?
Does anybody have a? Have you met me?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. What's your name?
Real funny.
Peril.
Come on, let's get this over with. Well, actually, though, hold on a second. Once she's all beat up, like, do we do the sleep thing here? That's another question.
I can always do disguise self, and we could like go back in the library. I don't know. Do we have to be in the library?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we have to. I mean, we were certainly not in a library or any special circumstance when you had the dream, right? We're on a boat.
Maybe back at Neelan's place?
It's probably a good idea. I mean, it's more. We have a little bit more privacy, and actually, if they come looking for us from the council, we'll be there. Be real awkward with all of them walking in on us, beating up one of our party members, but whatever.
That's not the weirdest thing we've ever done.
It'd be like she stole
Might be the
from us
weirdest
and we're
thing
just
we've seen
teaching her a
of us.
lesson.
Well, I vote
Alright.
back at your place. Neelan, what you
Fine,
thought?
let's head back home.
Heading back. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll lead him back to the house.
all right. As you head back, nothing happens. You make it there just fine.
The suspense.
All right.
I was wondering
Back
if
at-
we could
back at the
forego the
place.
whole thing. Like,
Yeah, that's all you guys need as a group is to me to throw more on your shoulders. Yes.
Oh God.
bunch of hooligans pop out of an alley.
Yeah. So you make it back to your place, and you
Almost.
do realize your sister is home.
I'm the one to watch this.
We're back.
Components for spell.
Ugh. I'm hungry.
Small.
Get the snacks. We're going to see a show. Come on.
You talking to Vitris?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What's going on?
A
A show?
Yeah, your brother's going to beat up the little one. It's going to be entertaining.
It's
Can I?
science.
Can I at least get some alcohol first?
Doesn't that like make you stronger? Don't we need you to be weaker?
What do you mean?
I mean, when you drink alcohol, we can't even push you with a bulldozer. We don't have
Really?
those, but you know.
A what dozer?
We don't have those, but you know.
Here, one of the fuller bottles that's in the cabinet. I'll give it to you after this. How's about that?
That works.
I'm not too happy about this either, but if it means information. All right, put down your
Not
stuff.
happy, just eager.
Yeah. Look, it's not even a problem. It's what needs to get done. So, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not eager. I'm annoyed that that thing stepped in front of me.
So you're frustrated and you have anger pent up, right? Right? Just now unleash.
She put
Have
down
you
the-
met me?
He is anger. He's like the
Release-
incarnate of it.
You do
Release all the anger.
She'd
is
take
therapy.
off her backpack and she'd take off her armor.
No armor
Because
too?
even though
Okay,
I don't
okay.
follow the monk path, that I still manage to embody it more.
All right. So she sets her stuff down, just ready to take a punishing blow.
Bat.
Okay, and she's taking it freely. So do you just want to roll damage?
Sure. So it's 4 for my strength, and then I'm pumping a level 2 divine smite.
Sweet.
Hey, if this is to make sure that, you know, like, as much damage happens in the least amount of hits, that's what he's gonna do. Where's my divine smite?
Roll for it.
I'm actually trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 2d8, and because it's level 2, 3d8.
I'm imagining Neelan just like fumbling about in his pockets, like, look, like, where's my divine smite? And he pulls out a fucking brass knuckles.
Okay,
Yes.
4, 6, so 10, and then 8. So
18.
18 and the 4 bludgeoning.
22 damage.
22 in total. Yeah.
22
Woomph.
damage. So mark that off, Neota.
Pulls
Yes.
back it pulls back his hand. There's a little bit of smoke. Oh, that one actually felt pretty good.
Oof.
I told you it
Can
was
I
gonna
time-
hurt. I'm sorry.
Can I time a minor illusion of like a pow word, just like
Yes, love it. Please do. Please do.
God damn it.
Told you it's gonna be a show.
She is only at 54. So it
in
hurt,
the
but it
guts.
was not
Oof.
killing. She's like,
Do you
Ah.
want?
that hurt. That did hurt. Oh.
Should
blood-
we?
Blood's coming out of her nose a little bit. A little
Should
bit of
we
a
help?
bruise is already showing up. Sorry, keep going.
Should we help?
Oh yeah, let's all get in on it. That sounds great. Yeah. You know what? Actually, probably. Just go for it.
I hope she will take a flurry of blows.
If there's any
fucking
moves or spells that you
combo.
guys wanted to check, now's the time. Like, hey, how does this work again?
Oh,
Just go for it.
Okay.
no.
All right, so
Oh no.
1d6. That's 12. No, 6 plus 3 is 9. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's a total of 14. Key for flurry of blows. 5 plus 3 is 8. So that's
22,
14 plus 8.
22.
22.
Yeah. And then 4. So that's a total of 26. From 4 separate punches, but still.
So as he steps up and throws 4 punches in quick succession, you guys have been traveling with Rodon for a while, but just to sit there and like not have to actually worry about things going around, you just watch him strike somebody 4 times like that fast. It's pretty impressive. And the fact that it did as much damage as one attack from Neelan is also pretty impressive. It's like, wow, okay,
Ooh.
it's pretty good.
She's definitely not looking good now, and she's zoned out.
Yeah, it did knock her down, like a little bit. Like she did, she's staggered from the impacts. Definitely looking hurt now.
Neelon will steady her.
Now her eyes are zoned, much like you've seen when she was like gripping onto Gomo, and when she got flashbanged. She's zoned out again.
And Vitrus kind of perks up a little bit, like, ooh, can I try?
Oh.
Neon?
I feel like this might be enough.
I don't know.
What are you that? Are you not that confident in your sleep spell anymore?
No, I'm just
Well, he
not
might be
confident in my
confident.
own vitality to exceed that.
Fine.
Next time.
No, I mean, go. I'm voting yes. Go ahead, Beatrice. I think she still has quite a bit of life energy left in her.
So when she was walking forward, and then she said, fine, she turned around, and then you said, go ahead. She just turned around and started running right at Toyota. Are you allowing the hit?
No, she's gonna counter that. She's zoned.
Oh.
She's not there anymore. She
Okay.
just sees somebody running at
Well,
her.
then I will roll. I would roll to hit.
She does
That's
have her
my
armor
best
off,
friend.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
19?
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
no.
does get her.
Okay. Don't worry. It's not a lot of. She's running up and punching you, so it's not like it's a lot.
If
Where's
it
my-
looks like Nyota is going to start fighting back, especially
She
with
does.
Vitress in front of her, Neilon's going to cast Compelled Duel.
Oh,
What the hell is that?
It's 3 damage.
No, the compelled duel.
It basically forces the target to fight you only,
hmm
and they take a lot of negatives for not doing so. It's a
Yeah.
cool spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So she punched you across the face, but only did 3 damage. So
It's basically
Yeah,
pulling
that's
aggro.
my
she's-
best friend.
she's not mentally there, so she is gonna just start swiping at people.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I cast Compelled Duel. So that's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I needed.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
this is turning into a fight. I need to. Where's my music change here? Hold on.
Hmm. I was kind of wondering, like, is this really the music we want to be punching? Nyota to?
What's
don't
your
know.
health at now, anyways? It's not updating on the.
Like on a scale of 1
Ooh.
to 76, how
This
how
is the most
painful
hurt
does it
you've ever
feel?
seen her. On a scale of hurt to 76, it's about 25 pain.
Oh my god.
No, not
So what
25
was it, wisdom
pain.
saving?
That's gotta invert it. But anyways,
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a nat one.
Perfect.
wow,
yeah.
So-
yeah,
wow.
No, I was hoping for
So
two.
she's
She
forced
turns
to
her
focus
heels
on
and
Neelon.
just- Yeah.
Basically,
She turns on her heels and just starts like swiping at you. Not fists, not sword, just nails.
Okay, so with Compelled Duel, Nyota has disadvantage on attack rolls against any other creature than me.
Mm-hmm.
And must make another Wisdom saving throw every time the creature attempts to move to a space that is further than 30 feet away from me.
so they can't
Yeah.
run, they can't attack others.
Yeah.
The spell ends if I attack any other creature, or if I cast a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target.
Or if he loses concentration.
Correct.
Oh, but
It's good for a whole minute, so let's sit back and
Yeah.
watch.
I
I
got
say.
an idea. I got an idea. Neelon block.
No. Everyone stay back.
Yeah, because it was sort of like a moment of she heard him. Is it verbal?
Yes, it is purely verbal.
Yeah, so she would hear you cast it, and doesn't understand what it is, but can feel its magic. So just turns on her heel, and instead of going for Vitress, just starts trying to like claw at you, and just tears streaming down her face, and she's speaking in her native tongue, so you can't understand what she's saying, but she's not there anymore.
Make an
There is-
attack roll.
There is very little mercy in her face right now.
That's
Oof.
fine.
Does anybody have any healing spells for when this is over?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Unarmed attack,
Yeah.
unarmed strike. 12 plus 4.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's just futilely scratching at your armor, just.
Wow.
Vitress is just like, whoa, what the fuck? And like backed up like instantly. It's like, I thought we were just having fun. What is this?
I think her flight or fight instincts kicked in.
She says,
Yep, fight or flight.
Fight or
Gummy. Or Gummo, do it.
What? Now?
Yes.
Put her to
Uh,
sleep.
What more? Fine. Alright, Gomo puts down his little utility knife and a block of wood he's been playing with. He opens up his music box. A little tune plays. It's a chord. And he casts sleep at level 3. So, oh gosh, I gotta get all the freaking D8s, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so conflicted as a player. I want you to hit, but I also want you to miss.
I mean, it's not a hit or a miss. It always hits.
Yeah, it's just a matter
It's just
of
a
how
matter
much.
of do I roll
Yeah.
enough,
That's
well,
what I
quote
mean.
unquote
Quote, unquote,
damage.
hit or miss, yeah.
Okay, so it's base 5d8 plus 2 per level. So
Oh,
that's
yeah, there's
level
no way you're not
2
making
and
this.
level 3.
So that should
So
be
that's
9 in
98?
total.
Yeah. Yep, 98.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
There's no way you can't make
You're
this.
gonna end
Come
up
on.
putting
I don't
like
know.
random NPCs around you guys. You're just falling asleep.
So it's 20-foot radius.
Does everybody
Um,
else want to move?
Just
Yeah, is
imagine
any of
some person walking by just boom, like falls over on the
No, I want the spear to be contained, preferably within the household.
Well, that's no fun.
Right. And then we know Neelon's not getting affected, so even though I'm clawing at him, it doesn't matter.
Not only
any of
that,
us
but
get
he's
affected?
immune to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
charms
He's not
and sleep.
affected. Yeah.
And
So-
Vitress should be immune as well because
Right.
half-elf-
Now, what I'm concerned about is
Everybody
there are a
else,
lot
though.
of like other creatures, just rats and whatever.
Just sleepy squirrels.
There are so many rats. They're gonna soak up all of it.
Let's
Roll a
see.
five.
That's why I wanted it. Why I wanted her all the way down to 1. Oh shoot! All right, here goes. That's a lot of damage. 10, 20, 39. That's not a bad
Yeah,
roll
she's-
either. 39.
No, she's out unless something else soaked up some of that.
Okay, well. Wait a minute.
She was only at 25.
No, wait.
so
Oh,
you,
okay,
like,
okay,
made
good,
it by
okay,
5.
good. Because I was gonna say, if you're anywhere above 32, I'm gonna fall asleep.
No, you made it by 5.
Okay.
Luckily.
All right.
You
That's
fall
funny. You
asleep with
put
your own
yourself
spell?
asleep. Oh god.
It is possible.
Can you? Oh wow.
Well, it doesn't say I'm immune to it, so yeah.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I'm
But
in
you
the
can
sphere,
center it on a point that's not near you, so.
I usually do.
Yeah, but you guys are really close to each other in this.
Yeah, I usually do, but this time the
space, so-
spear is like within. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
kind of banking on the fact that you'd be lower health than I am. But anyways, okay, so boom.
And yes, as Neota is clawing at Neelon and he's defending himself, making sure he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, I
Eventually-
have my shield up.
Yeah, she just her arms just kind of like stop moving and she just kind of starts slumping over on you, Neelon.
Did we? Should
Okay.
we push the egg into her arm?
Yes, and he'll kind of reposition her so that she's like sitting up against the wall.
Okay.
And a random bird just like
Starts pecking at her eyes.
no, just,
No,
just flies
you
like
hear
Gets
fly
in on
over
the
there.
fight.
drops dead on like falls on the ground.
He was asleep, but then hit the ground and died.
I put
Okay.
the egg in her arm.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so what do we do now? We just wait.
I guess so. So how did
Rodon's
that
gonna pull
punch
out his
feel,
little
V?
primer and start reading.
I mean, does she need a blanket or seeing how she sleeps normally, I don't think she needs it, right? Did she have a blanket when she had the dream? I don't remember.
Groger, I will say this entire time was not watching and was just kind of away, just very uncomfortable listening to all this. And as soon as he's just like, he just felt really bad. He just wanted to be like, no, they're doing it for a good reason. But so as soon as she's like placed against the wall, he's just gonna use hand of healing because he just felt so bad. He just feels bad.
Whoa, what are you doing? You might wake her. She's fine. She's a
He-
lot tougher than she looks.
He hesitates, but he's like, he just nods. He just uncomfortably moves away because he just looks really worried.
Okay, look. You see this dragon hide? She can take more damage than I can. She's fine.
Is that why she's always reckless?
I mean,
It's
I
like she
wouldn't
hasn't-
say that's a direct correlation, but it's probably pretty close.
I mean, it would make sense, right? I mean, like I'm weak, I'm feeble, like so I try to conserve. Well, I'm conservative with taking risks. I don't know. It just seems to make sense. So, how would we know? How would we know she's having a dream? Because if not, what do you just wake her and try again?
It's too bad we can't see inside her head.
Honestly, I'd say just leave her be. Vivi, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was just weird. I mean, everybody was, doing the thing, and she seemed fine, and then I just go up and whack her, and she just goes all nuts.
It was just unfortunate timing. You say weird, that's pretty, par for the course.
Mm-hmm. You should have seen her when she threw a dumbbell at someone's face.
Oh God.
It was a feeble old lady, too.
Day
I've
one.
only heard the myths.
I'm sorry, myths? What?
You can't be serious.
It's fact. It's fact.
Oh.
No, what do you mean myth? What, myth of what?
You mean she actually fucking threw a dumbbell?
Yeah, an
Oh,
old lady.
yes.
I forget her name, but yeah, that was the lady
What
that
the
had
hell did you do in the prison to allow that caused the entire
Whoa,
guard to go
whoa,
up
whoa.
there?
I had nothing to do with that. We're just chilling in the what do you call that? Like the common area, I guess. Like the
I don't know.
yeah. It's
I mean, I can't say she was the only one doing crazy stuff in there.
How's Vitress taking all of this? Because I don't remember if it was mentioned while she was in the room before.
No, she's taking it. She's interested. Like, went from like kind of discern of like what the hell just happened to like, okay, this just got interesting, and it's just
I mean,
like
she knows we've been in prison. Before,
Yeah.
just not.
Yes, but
all the tales.
it's like doesn't want
Yes.
to exactly doesn't want to say anything for the fact of like like if I say something this might end and I want to hear more, so like just like oh okay
Okay, that was
I'm
me
a fly
forgetting
on the
that
wall.
she heard.
I'm a
Okay.
fly on the wall. Don't mind me.
Like, you don't know this, Rodan, but she almost killed Maki. Like, she,
Oh yeah.
threw her. She was trying to put her through a door or something like that, so she, threw her and missed, and she hit the wall.
I guess the better question would be how is Groger taking all of this?
He's just sitting nearby, keeping an eye on Naota.
Like,
Even more conflicted now. Wait, she did what? Threw a dumbbell at an old person, almost killed a mouse. What?
I ended up stripping and doing a little dance to distract the guards.
And you get a snicker out of Vitress on that one.
And that,
Well, did it work?
well, it led to me going to a guard's room being
Ooh.
taken away.
Rodon is just sitting there, just like he's completely dumbfounded. He's just basically like he's just like sitting there, like he's trying to form the word "what," but he can't even do that. Like he's just sitting there like, huh?
But listen, V, it wasn't just me. I ended up in that guard's room because Gomo basically sold me to him.
What? I did no
Neilon is-
such thing. Hello.
Neelam's
Neelam?
rubbing his temples.
Right, he did. You were there.
You kind of did.
See,
No wonder all the guards left my area to go up there.
I don't think that
Wait.
was why.
what? I don't think I'm that attractive.
No, you all are insane.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You're welcome. That's how you got out, right?
Don't worry, I don't take my
That's
clothes off
beside
anymore.
the. Well, okay then.
This is
And he's just going to bury himself even further in the primer.
I need to. Vitrus leans over to Lily and says, kind of whispering but not really, like, I need to hang out with you guys more often.
You are more than welcome to.
Nope.
They're whispering.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see if I could hear you guys. Nope.
That's funny. Okay, well. Transition. Let's see.
Ooh.
Do I have... Is it this one?
Little harp plays and we transition to a dream
Okay.
sequence.
Oh, I know, right?
The Wayne's
Leota.
Also,
World.
I just have to say, it was so hard not to like just little like the back and forth with everybody's like, God, I'm asleep.
Perfect time to do it.
Yes.
So,
What's up?
Neota,
Yes.
it's weird at first because you are you're aware of the fact that you're sleeping, but you're also aware that it's completely dark. There's nothing. So you were expecting to kind of, I don't know, what were you expecting, Neota?
I was expecting to end up in that creepy forest again at least, or to hear someone talking. But this is
So-
also the first time that I've been put to sleep magically, so...
So as you have these expectations and you look around and there's nothingness everywhere. And you realize you can't see your body either. Your conscious is just floating in a void. And then you start seeing blotches of colors, usually greens, almost like paint hitting a canvas. But instead of it just being a green, it's almost like an image is appearing, but through paint. And eventually it fills around you, and you are in that jungle that you were just imagining.
Fartsy
And then as
So
you
fartsy about it. Ugh.
start realizing, okay, this is more like what I was thinking, and you start thinking of the other senses that you're feeling, then that's when you start noticing the heat, the humidity that you were feeling before.
Ugh.
The air is so thick that it's almost like rain. You do realize that it is a little different in the fact that it's even thicker than before, the jungle. It's so hard to even see 10 feet in front of you. There are leaves and bushes and fronds and just everything all around you. One thing that you notice, though, is there's no sound. It is completely silent.
Do I make sound if I try?
What do you try to do?
Just sort of like, hello?
You can hear yourself, and it's a little echoey, like someone turned up the reverb.
Ugh.
Almost like you're in a
should cover her
cavern.
ears for a moment.
Even though you're in the middle of a
Hmm.
jungle, it sounds like you're in a cavern. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay, then that's a much more like homely feeling. Okay.
So, one thing that you do look for is you even though you didn't see a body, you instinctively try to move your arm up to where the necklace was because it was there before.
Right. Or the
Yeah.
gem and the
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
You can kind of feel that it's there. You can feel the presence of it.
All right. That's similar. Good
But you feel it
start.
as a necklace, not as like it's not like a tattoo or anything. It's actually like you can hold on to this necklace.
Mhm. Okay.
So, but you don't hear anything or see anything other than that. Do you remember where the path was, roughly? And you start trying to push these leaves out of the way and move yourself over to this path, and you do find what looks like the path that you were on before, but overgrown by branches and also and vines and things that are crossing it. Do you follow the path?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you follow this path, it takes you longer than it did before because it's not as clear as it was, but you start noticing the same things that you saw before of like the statues of dinosaurs on the sides, some of them overgrown now, and kind of almost like they would have fallen off pedestals or whatever, but the jungle has actually caught them and they're just kind of suspended, wrapped up in vines and leaves. And eventually you make your way to the clearing that you were at before, and this is actually pretty close to the same. It is left the vegetation is around it and there's nothing in the inside. It is the actual clearing that you were before where you saw this whatever it was the last time. But you don't see it now.
Oh, come on. I didn't just get my face punched in for nothing. Where are you?
And that's when you hear a voice. A familiar woman's voice filling your head, seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere. And it says, "Interesting. You came to see me?"
So you are here.
I am a lot of places. And then you see a tiny bead of teal light, almost like maybe like a firefly, but different color, kind of dancing around above you. And then you see a second one. And then you start seeing very, very, very faint outline of what looks to be some kind of dinosaur start forming around these lights.
Okay, different approach this time. Nice. Look. You don't like me. I don't know if I like you, but I need your help.
It cocks its head a little bit to the side.
I know what the ache is, and it's not doing good. I need to fix what happened. You can scold me all day long that it was really stupid and really reckless and I shouldn't have done it, but that doesn't help now. I need your help so that it lives. I need to get it back to you.
So there's a pause for a minute as it tries to think of how to handle the situation. And then the voice says, "It doesn't belong with your kind."
Where does it belong? Where do I take it?
With my kind.
Where is that?
And then you see the beads of light turn to a different, almost a white color for a second. And then back to the normal teal light that they were. And it says, "I know not your name, but it is a vast jungle. That's all it says.
He's... All right. Much like you and much like the egg, I don't belong up here either. So the whole directions thing, the whole vast jungle, that's literally every group of trees that I walk into. So I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
So
I
as
don't
you're
know
talking,
how.
you hear this voice, and it gets really, really loud in your head. So it rattles your brains, and it says, "Insolence! How dare you talk to me that way?" And then you see just all the color draining from around you, and it starts turning into a very pale color in comparison. And as it's talking, everything is shaking, like it has control of the world around you.
She dropped to her knees. Or
And then as you're there,
whatever
you
that
see
equates to.
you see an image in your mind of it looks a lot like kind of where you found the egg, basically. But I mean, it's a lot of trees in a thick jungle. It's hard to that's what I'm saying. It's but what you do see is you do see a lot of, you see some of the dinosaurs that look like this one, just on a smaller scale, because this one's massive. And then you see ones that were walking on two legs, kind of like the ones that you fought near Warser. But they are bluish in color. And they're kind of like walking around as well in your image.
Okay. All right. How do I keep it alive till I get there? There has to be something.
So another image comes to you, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense to you. You see this little like insect that I don't know, roll a nature check for me.
Nature check? Okay.
Yeah.
Use this one.
How well does Neota know bugs and insects? Probably not well at all, considering you're from the caves.
It was 6 + 1. If it's
Yeah,
upper world,
okay.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks foreign to you. Don't even have don't have the slightest clue on what it is. It's wormy looking, slithery looking. That's all you can kind of really get out of it. And then the voice says, just hurry.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I
Hurry, or it will die. And
Is
then
there
you
something we
see,
can...
then you see an image of Ardenrun on fire,
No.
and it says,
No.
"I know where you are now."
No, they don't have
And then
to
that's
suffer
where
because
the
I
dream
was...
fades. As you're mid-sentence, it fades.
So she just wakes up and is like, no!
So the rest of you, as you're conversing about your history, you hear her she just sits up and screams no.
Whoa.
Groger's gonna go over to her, just, ask, like, just make sure she's, like, okay.
That started me. Whoa.
Nealon will walk over and put out his hands. You want a hand?
I have to go.
So I assume I assume this worked. You got the dream. You saw the dream, yes?
She
What do you
knows.
mean?
She knows I'm here.
Okay. Are you gonna tell us what you saw, or are you gonna make decisions like you've been doing this far?
Just give me a minute.
Nealon's gonna
Okay.
help her up.
Gomo, you're not the one being
Alright.
threatened by a god.
Gee, sorry. Trying to help.
Nealon's gonna help Nyota up.
Okay. Sorry, Gomo. I shouldn't have yelled at you.
It's fine, but I mean, like, look.
While he's helping her up, lay on hands. Go ahead and give yourself 40 hit points. I'm gonna dump all of it.
Oh.
It just leans over to Lily and was like, "A god? What? I'm confused."
Remember the shenanigans we talked about in the prison? Well, her being reckless, finally, she's, catching up to her.
I want to roll to hear that.
Go for it.
What would that be?
Just roll a d20 for me.
All right. Yeah, 10.
You heard
Just
it.
spacing.
No, you heard it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay. She just sighed. No. I told you guys I wouldn't do things on my own. I told you guys I'd talk to you. I shouldn't yell at you.
Look, we either start working as a team or we stop being one. So take all the time you need, but expect you to share what
You're
you
right.
saw.
I will. No, and she'd start sharing. She was able to make it back to the forest. It was overgrown. She had to call out.
It
At
was the
first it
same
seemed like
forest.
the last conversation, but
Huh.
she said something. Yeah, she'd do like a really crude, like, she'd pull out her little, like, book for, I call it Common for Dummies. Her her notepad.
Suspiciously like yellow and black.
And she
cover.
kind of
Yep.
doodled. Yeah, basically. Notepad. But she doodled more or less what she saw. It's not great, but it gets the idea across of all the statues.
Huh.
She's like, so it needs to go back home, and it needs to go back to the other continent. Or there was also like a worm, and she tried to draw that out too, but she described it better than she could draw it.
That's a squiggle.
She's like, yeah, yeah, I know. So she described what she saw to the best of her ability. I can't relay it. 'cause
Which
I
actually
didn't get detail
shouldn't
on
be which actually shouldn't be too bad considering it was an image in your brain basically. It wasn't
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
it wasn't verbal. So
Yeah.
whoever wants to can roll a nature check.
Nature.
Sure.
I'll roll one.
Nature.
That's a
On
two.
brand.
Two.
That is a-
17.
That is a natural 1 minus
Yep.
1, 0.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's why I
can
was
I-
saying on brand.
Oh my god.
Question:
Lily
Can
got
I
close, though.
cast guidance
Hmm?
on Nyota to help her describe and explain, like with her that effort?
Ooh, I like the different tactic here. Yes,
Yes.
let's let it happen.
It's a D4. Nyota can go ahead and
Magically make
So-
her common word.
So
English
what
kind
I-
of like just let you focus better.
right.
So I will say what it will do, because
Mhm.
the only other way I know how to make this work. So when she says it, because you guys are all rolling, is I can make the check less, the difficulty.
right.
Works.
Okay, so
Because there's some things that I can describe that the DM gave
I-
me, and then outside of that,
What did
the
you
DM
have you
didn't give it to
rolled?
me.
What, the
Got-
D4 or
Yeah,
the
Momo?
for the guidance?
Well, you can roll a D4 if you want, and I'll take that number off of the
4,
DC check. There we go, nice. So what? Yeah, did you roll for the actual nature check yet?
and I'll roll into nature. That's a 13 plus 1, 14.
Lily, what did you roll? It was something high, right?
Yeah, it was a 16 plus 1, so 17.
Nice.
And
Yeah, it was super
Groger?
high.
I rolled a 4, so no.
So Lily's the only one that got over
It's
15.
like,
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Lily, to you, I mean, you're like, that looks like a maggot.
Oh yeah, I actually know what that
Ugh.
looks like.
Yeah.
a what?
A fly's baby.
I don't. Okay, no,
I mean, there are
okay.
some subtle differences, but it's pretty close to basically that. So
How big was
and
this
she's
thing?
explained it to you. So yeah, and it doesn't like it's you wouldn't be like, oh hey, that fly right over there that you see flying around, it's that thing's baby. It is different from that, but that's the closest thing that
Okay.
you guys could come up to.
How big
Hmm.
was the vision, like comparatively?
I hate maggots.
Tiny.
Yeah, she'd be like small.
Also, with your nature
tiny.
checks, Gomo, Lily, I think that's it, actually. Yeah. When she's describing the sequence of events and everything in the jungle, you two, with your nature, would know that that's actually this continent you're on was what was being described from the image, not the other continent.
Huh. Like, wait,
Not the clearing that she was in, but when she was explaining, like when she said it, like the egg needed to go back to its continent, and she was describing the image of where the dinosaurs were. It was this continent that she was describing.
wait, no, look. Are you sure we need to go to another continent? Because it sounds more like we might just need to go and put
The
it back where
Cloven
you found it. I don't know. I mean,
I mean, that works too. If that clears the whole
I
thing.
mean, it would
That
make
works.
sense,
I-
right? That's
I thought about
where
that.
it and all its brothers and sisters were. So if it goes back there, it
Yeah.
should be fine. One could presume.
That's true.
Let's
No,
think
I
about it
don't know
this
why-
way.
I don't know why. I don't know why I thought we should go so far. Uh.
Is
What's
it, I
up,
was gonna
Lily?
say, let's think about it this way. If you had never picked it up, and it would have stayed where it was from the beginning, and that god would have been up shit creek.
Huh?
Never mind. Point is, we're here.
Oh, even Vitch
Yeah.
is like, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Like, because it's like, if it needed to go somewhere else, but it stayed where it was the whole time, how would it get there? It's an egg, it doesn't have legs.
Oh, right. Right. So, taking it back to where we found it? Sounds like the best bet.
Yeah. But like, how do? Back to Warsaw?
Can't we, like, ship
It's a
it
long
there
way.
and get a courier?
Ship
back?
it, and tell them what, like, oh, like, yeah, if you venture into the wood this way, like, however many hikes, and like you'll find some, zombie dinosaur, and you need to put it back, with its all the other zombie dinosaur eggs. Is that what you're gonna tell? Like, what? How do you give them
Yeah.
instructions?
Around a group of other smaller dinosaurs that are performing
Zombie
what
dinosaur eggs.
that are performing
And then-
necromancy.
Then you pay them extra for the danger. You always pay people extra for dangerous work.
Look, if they're crazy enough to accept such a quest,
desperate.
well, they're either that desperate or they're so crazy I would not trust them to complete it.
Like just imagine like trying to tell a courier where to go. Well, great. What's the address? I don't know, somewhere in the jungle.
God
Ask
damn it,
the
that's the
dragon.
6th Uber that canceled on me. Ugh. Well, look, we can't leave until at least we have the audience with the council, right? So our hands are tied, or feet are, whatever. Can't exactly travel all the way to Warsaw right now, so what do we do now?
Well, I guess for now, we wait and hope that we don't die.
Hope that the egg don't die.
That too. Well, the egg dies, we
Yeah.
die, so hope that we don't die.
We can't wait. That's
Ugh.
So this, you see Vitris kind of, she just kind of walks back over to her room at this point.
Look, the whole place was on fire. That's the last time I saw.
Oh, Ace, did you turn your camera off? Was that intentional?
Computer.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm on
Understood.
phone. That's why the audio shit. Sorry.
No, you're good. Thank you. Well, as you guys are conversing, you see Vitris come back out, and she's actually got like a travel pack on her back, and looks like she's ready to go.
Oh.
No. No.
You're
No.
coming
No.
with
No. No. No.
No. Well, no,
No.
Lily just said I'm welcome to come.
Yeah, why not? The more the merrier.
No. She'd look at Neelon.
Looking nervously.
Well, we can't go anywhere yet.
Sounds to
And
me
you-
like we kind of have to. I mean, she said the whole town was on fire, right?
The town's not on fire right now. Is it? He'll look out the window.
It is indeed not on fire.
No, the town's not on fire. Hopefully by tomorrow morning. I think that was within the time frame, was a couple of days. So tomorrow morning, we should be able to get some answers from the council about things going on. The stuff we found, possible leads, all of that. And I really don't think we should go anywhere straight away without at least saying something to Urban.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that's fair.
I'm personally not comfortable with you going with us. I'm gonna be honest.
Why not?
Some of the stuff that we've done and probably will continue to do is dangerous. I don't want you getting hurt or worse, especially not after what happened the last couple days. That's
dangerous. No shit. That's why I want to go.
oh, good lord. I can't stop you. You are an adult. You can make your decisions. At least talk to Sunshine first.
Okay. Well, as long as you guys aren't leaving yet.
I don't think it's a good idea to leave yet. Because we're this close. Like, he'll actually put like his hands together. Like, we are this close to finally maybe getting some answers and talking about it later. The later has come. We need yeah.
By the way,
There's a lot.
when Nilan does a little this close, like Gomu conjures up a little magical floating arrow like between his two.
And that, depending on what happens, Dovi, if you need any extra weapons, I've got some daggers and an extra bow. You know, we'll be fine.
I mean, she looks packed. I mean, ready to go. Does she have that go back ready to go? Like, whenever?
Oh yeah. Don't you guys keep? Well, I mean, I guess you're traveling all the time anyway. So
He points to the giant thing. behind.
Me
No.
too. I have to have my stuff with me all the time. I totally get it.
yeah,
I don't trust
You gotta be
people.
ready for emergencies.
Exactly.
See, she's smart. She's ready for the road.
And she like
I-
points at her temples.
It's a harder lifestyle than you think it is.
I
Mm.
mean, it can't
Spoken
be
to
that
someone
bad.
who's been on.
I mean, look, you guys have been here. You're fine. You're making jokes, having fun. I
just
mean,
because I'm
me and
used
Lily
to it.
have
I've
lots of
spent
fun.
3 years.
Yeah.
I've spent 3 years, and the first 3 months were the hardest I've ever had.
It sucks.
No
Stay home.
gold, barely getting by, only occasionally getting food, working whatever jobs you can in order to make money.
Could have just stolen the food.
Yeah, see, right there, perfect.
Coming off a string of guilt, no.
What's there to feel
Yeah.
guilty for? You need to eat to survive, and if you have no money, then steal to eat. It's called survival.
She's nodding her head.
Hello,
Thank
big
you.
brother over here. No.
Speaking of no,
I can't tell if you're rebellious or I'm pessimistic.
Who,
Neelan,
me?
Ugh, you two again. Come on.
Neelan, don't you want to stay home if something goes wrong?
Anyway, it's not something to exactly be envious of.
Well, I say sometimes you gotta experience it to break free from the illusion. It's the best way.
Yeah, try it. Try it to see if you like it, right?
I don't know. I think you and Neilon should stay home.
Or
That's not gonna happen. It's not in his blood. He's got something he needs to do. I don't think he's figured out what it was though. Or what it is.
Do you want to know what it is?
Do you know what it is you think you need to do? You just seem to always be like you're on a mission.
Yeah. This is actually really difficult to say. The entire reason why I left home, I don't know how much Sunshine told you, but it was to go out trying to learn what I could about medicine, about what killed Mom, about what I was afraid tried to kill you the other night. That's why I've been gone for so long. I haven't gotten... It's been 7 years. Almost 8 years. And I haven't gotten any closer to it.
You think what happened with me was the same?
I'm not sure anymore. But what some of the things that were happening to you, the shortness of breath, the coughing, the a lot of that's eerily similar to what happened to Mom before she got too weak to, well, do anything. So yeah, I was afraid that it was the same thing. I'm glad it's not, and I'm glad that stuff's okay now, but what if the thing that got to you was what got to her before?
if she comes
Then-
with us, you'll be there to do something about it.
Or
Yeah,
if you
and-
stay here.
But what if it's something here?
Here like Arden Run, or here like the house?
Either. I don't know, but Mom was here.
Sounds like
and
more than
I was
reason
here,
to not-
so yeah, what he said. Maybe if I stick close to you. And who knows, maybe because it's happened to me, we can learn from it together.
Well, I mean, at that point, we might as well bring your brother too.
Your house is haunted.
It's a possibility, but I mean, nothing like this has ever happened to him. Also, I don't know if you realize, but maybe it's only happening to women.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore. Because what happened to you went away after we took care of that nightmare. Like,
I don't think
I don't
it's
know what to
actually-
call that. And what if the same thing happened to Mom? What if it was like a possession thing? But by that point, I had my divine magic. I was training. I couldn't do anything. So like, what did I do wrong then? Or am I doing something like that is... Let's talk to Irvin. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little frazzled.
Well, like you said, we're not leaving right away.
maybe we could have food first.
Actually, speaking of which, if we're not going to leave just yet, and you said the egg is dying, right? This is like you said it was a zombie dinosaur thingy, right? That the egg is from?
Well, it sounds like it's from the god. I thought it was from the weird zombie dinosaur thing, but...
Well, you've been treating it like a normal egg this whole time and it's dying. So why don't we treat it like a zombie and cover it in nothing but rotten meat?
I think... I think we found
God,
out
Angel,
that
I
it's
love
a
your
god
brain.
egg, not
I
a...
hate how much sense that makes.
Wait. But the god didn't look like... I mean, is it a zombie god? How does it... What is a zombie?
At the mention of zombie, I'm gonna use divine sense to see if the egg is undead.
I mean, look, you got it from zombie people, and treating it like a normal egg's not working, you know, with the comfort and the heat and everything. So let's treat it different. Cover it in meat, rotten meat. It makes it feel like it's mama.
I don't even know what a zombie is. Is that just a dead person? Like...
Undead, yes.
Oh. Well, then it wouldn't be warm to start with, would it?
That's why the meat has to be rotten and spoiled and dead for a long time. What did Neelan get on his on
What,
his
do you want to foul all our nostrils?
It's okay. So his eyes flash white. Okay, I can confirm it's not undead. It's not zombie. But I wish tomorrow morning was here already. We just need to get this information out. Figure out what to do next. Get some kind of insight.
Oh, if it's a god egg, we should just pray to it then.
Pray to it?
Oh, no.
Miota?
Yes?
While you guys are having this conversation and you're recalling talking to this being a couple times, do you remember that the color of the thing that you were talking to the first time? This time it was more like translucent, you could really see it, but the first it was bluish. It had like it was more blue color. And it was really similar to when it showed you the image this time of the dinosaurs in the jungle. They were also the same color blue. So.
Okay, well, it's definitely... Okay. It's not... I mean, sort of like Neelan said, it's not undead. It looks very similar to the other creatures, dinosaurs that we've been calling them. It's blue. Wait. Do you think they function like Rodon?
Rodon, how do you function?
No, like
I never took an anatomy class.
You don't even know how he functions.
It's blue. It's blue. Lightning.
It didn't come with the user's
Do you
name.
think do you think they have the same sort of power thing?
I could try shocking the egg, but that would be extremely dangerous.
Wow.
Not in the house.
While they're trying to
No,
figure
that's
that
true.
out,
No,
I'm gonna
because we
get
don't
down on my
know.
knee and pretend that I'm praying to the egg. So, little baby egg god.
No, that's true, because we don't know if that'll just kill it, but I don't have any other ideas.
All right,
Actually,
everybody
hold
outside.
on a moment. I have an idea.
Out. What?
Huh?
Backyard, outside. Nope,
No,
not doing
hold on.
this in the house.
Nope. I have a calmer method if you would listen to me.
I am praying to the baby egg god.
Across his little top.
Amidst all of this chaos, Ace,
Yes.
Amidst all of this, Grover kind of just goes up to Naota and kind of gently rests his hand on her. So go ahead and add 6 points to your health, okay?
Oh, I love the idea the whole time he's just scooting
He's
closer
just
and closer.
he's
Nice
just very
connection.
confused, but he's like, okay, I'm gonna go to. That's while I try to process what's happening.
Grover, right now, Grover is like the outlet for the audience, just watching, going,
He really is. He's here with us, just like, what's going on? What's happening?
Oh, little baby egg god, I'm not used to praying, but I hear this is what you do. You get on your knees and put your hands together. So I pray to you.
I mean,
Rodon is now looking at Loriola and doing like the Jackie Chan, what the fuck face.
Yeah. Yep.
you know what?
Bitches is
Rodon,
doing the same face.
Rodon, what was the thought process?
You may have noticed my little tick.
Oh yeah, when you're like annoyed.
Set the egg on my head and make me annoyed.
I annoy you very easily.
I don't know if I mean, do you want to like lie down first, or that's a pretty far drop. You're kind of, and she'd like get on her tippy toes and be like tall.
No. Instead of putting the egg on your head, why don't you just get down on all fours and put your head on the egg?
Neilon's head is
fine.
in his hands.
Rodon is going to lay down on his back with his head up against the egg.
See, that works
Hey.
better. See, that's thinking smart. You got to
Safety
think
and
I kind of
Head is in
hate
his
that you're
hands.
making as much sense as you are, but yes.
Gomo's got
that
both
is
his
so
hands
how
out,
this
like
is
doing
not-
a little like picture frame kind of thing. Yep, this is what smart looks like. Yep.
Yep, this is smart. See? Now, okay, we're going to pray to Rodon now. Okay, everybody get on your knees and pray.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
I'm trying to annoy him now.
It should be noted he's not annoyed by this. He is increasingly looking at you with a confused face.
God,
No,
Liliola
Naoto-
is freaking Loki. I swear to
She
God.
really is lucky.
Like Mars mythology, Loki.
Oh yes.
Like,
Marvel, you Loki, either one.
Yeah.
but okay, so Naota's not laughing, but she's just like you blink, and then she's like debating what, like just like taking the egg and like leaving because it's just like what the fuck is happening. She's like, okay.
So Bit just looks at
So,
Neilon and says, so how do we annoy him? Can I just kick him?
I mean, yeah, that would probably do it.
You know how to annoy him, pull a prank on someone. He doesn't like that.
That would probably require me to move away from the egg in response.
Look, I'm gonna steal something from Gomo's bag.
hey,
No.
Yeah, but now that I know
Are they
it's-
visible? Are they visible?
you
Yeah,
can probably
I'm,
like
like,
turn your
stealing-
head from side to side to like look around.
I'm stealing from his bag right in front of you. Maybe he has some gold in here.
Right. Nope. Out.
Maybe start licking his
Yeah.
stuff.
Like I'm gonna be holding
Look,
you back with
look,
one hand.
no,
while
I
I'm
don't want
digging with
anything.
the
I
other.
know everything that's in there. Do not
Lily.
touch.
Lily,
Do
Oh,
not
look at
touch.
this.
licking his stuff.
I'm gonna go paranoid if
stuff,
something
that's
goes missing
yours.
from my bag of holding.
Oh, your bag of holding. That's right. I should look at this.
Hands
Yeah.
off! Hands off! He's got his like mage hand like
Hey.
swatting at her.
Hey, maybe call for the bag man. Get like stick your face in there.
Hey,
Can I
stop!
do that?
Oh my god!
Rodon is just sitting there rolling his eyes at the insanity of this.
I love how you're annoying Goma more than we're doing.
The Gomo just like picks up the
Gomo's
whole
getting
bag like
annoyed
over
more.
his head, which he's clearly struggling with, and he's like trying to brace it from falling off with his mage hand too. Like it's just gotta carry it. No!
Naota's
Trying to
just
run
gonna,
around the
Naota's
table.
just gonna Naota's gonna come up behind Goma and just lick the bag, and she's like, "It's mine now."
You know,
Eh.
the fact that Gomo's carrying that, like Lily's like clapping in impression. Like, whoa, that's impressive.
Hey!
Meanwhile, Naomi's trying to lick the bag to claim it as hers.
Yeah, it's too tall. You can't lick it. You can't
I'm
reach
taller
it.
than
quite.
you.
Only by an inch. Hello.
Hey, Rodan.
Hello, 3 inches.
I'd like to think that Neilon and Vivi have just like locked eyes and they're just like kind of in unison, just a mild shrug and the what is happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally on board with this. Yeah.
Wait, is Rodan not annoyed yet?
He has yet to do it.
Okay, then in that case, he's like, you know what? I really like that book that you're reading. Maybe I should put it in my collection now. I'm gonna go take it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh wait, I got an idea. Does anybody have fire?
What? Hold on.
Go
No.
has fire.
Not in the house.
Just a little bit.
Aw.
Set the
Or
book
we
on
can
fire.
Almost
light
snuffs
we
the
can
fire
light
out
the
from his hand.
fireplace and just throw it in
There
there.
you go. Yeah. See.
What?
All right,
That,
fireplace is
see, that's what I
fireplace is
try
already
to
lit.
do, and you guys try to stop me.
come on,
The
go. Let the
fireplace is already
go.
lit, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you just
Wait,
gotta. All we have
no.
to do is throw Rodon's book in there, right? That
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no. No, that's too
I
far.
have-
Wait,
Go get
no,
my
please
hand.
don't. No, not the books.
Not books, please.
I hope
Here, I'll do
you
it.
finish
So,
reading it.
Vitch just goes up and like puts her hand out. Do you give it to her?
Rodon.
Sure, I'll hand it to her.
Okay.
His grip is tightened. Reminder, he's still holding it.
When
Oh, are you? Okay.
Oh
Yes.
Oh.
yeah. Okay, well can I let me see. Oh, then I'll just keep trying to pull it away from him to give it to Vitress. It's like,
Climb me!
let go. Like I'm gonna put my foot on his chest and try to like use like the kicking like to pull it away.
Try me, my strength is +3.
Wait, so are you guys fighting over the
The book.
the book
Yeah.
right now? You're
I
both
ha-
holding
Yes,
on to
are
it,
you
you're
grappling?
I have like my hand on the book and then my foot on his chest, trying to use that to like pull
Oh.
the book away.
Do I
Uh,
need to roll for grapple?
It's at this point that you hear a knock on the door.
Wait, so Rodon's laying down, egg in his head, and then stepping on him, and the rest of us are just standing
Lily's like
around.
pretty much like sideways, like with her feet on his chest, like holding onto the book, like pulling it away from him.
And there's a knock at the door. This is.
It should be noted that Rodon, still gripping the book, is going, could somebody at least check the door?
Neilon
Is
is
he-
going to sprint to the front door, go outside, slam the door shut, and go, hello?
Let go of the book. I'll use my new spell. Let go of the book.
So at the
can't
door,
burn
there's
the
a little female gnome with a younger one with like blonde hair, pigtails, and
Oh god.
I have a message for Neilon, and she like holds up a like a little envelope.
Oh, hello, dear. That's me.
Oh, here you go. And it's like, and then
Meanwhile,
she
there's
kind of
yelling.
after she hands it to you, she like holds her hand out.
And he'll throw a couple silver to her.
And she gets a big grin on her face, and she runs away.
Oh.
You're doing a great job.
Oh.
That is adorable.
That is cute.
So
Meanwhile.
I'm gonna mark off 3 silver. What is the note? say?
Meanwhile, there's like commotion.
So
You
it's a-
can
it's a
hear it
sealed envelope.
muffled coming from behind the door.
Okay.
And the wax seal on it is from the council.
Ooh.
He'll open it up. Guess, is
yeah,
there
it's-
summons.
It's a summons, yeah. For first thing in the morning the next day. For you and the traveling, so it's you and the traveling companions. Since there's no name.
If he opens the door and walks in, he'll get a
Yeah,
good
Lily
view
is
at the
still-
traveling companions.
Yeah, he sees the summons, gets all happy, looks up, and realizes he's surrounded by fucking
He's not even gonna go back inside just yet. He's gonna wander over to the window looking inside the living room and just see what they're doing.
I'm still like yelling at Rodon to like let go of the book. Like no.
Beatrice is actually holding the book as well. Like
She's
pulling.
helping me now. Yeah.
Well, it's like not even really helping. Really, it's like both of you are pulling against Rodon, but she's actually still pulling against you too. So it's like three, like a triangle, like pulling on this book.
So she's like, it's like that thing where she's holding my waist and helping me pull, kind of thing.
No, she's on the other side, pulling against
okay.
you.
So Rodon is just sitting there with two hands each on the book and just.
Like Rodon's like head isn't even by the egg anymore. Now he's just so we're like it's just tug of war against this book. The egg's just sitting there on the side.
And like Naota's just clutching the egg so that nobody like steps on it on accident. She's just holding it like this is a terrible idea.
Let me contribute.
I'm
to the
not even
terrible
lying by the
idea.
egg anymore.
Hold on. I'm contributing to the terrible idea. I cast Unseen Servant. It is now instructed to carry the egg.
So then it's
It is able to float, so it's like constantly trying to like aim it above Rodon's head, realizing what they were trying to do.
Naota's holding
Okay,
on
so-
to it, so it's carrying her in.
So-
I'm picturing like the three of them being like a bunch of kids fighting over a toy.
So it should also be noted. That Rodon is not irritated at Liliola at all. He's just like, okay, what the heck. But now that the egg is flying around, he's now starting to get irritated, and I'm wondering, should Gomo roll for the Unseen Servant to see if it can land? Because in this tug of war, given that he's now pulling against two different directions, how easy is it going to be for the egg to sit on his head while he's now irritated?
Not at all. Not at all.
And then you
'Cause
also
he's
have
now-
Naota that's clutching it.
Because he is now zapping, but it's directed at Gomo like, are you serious? You're still trying to do this up in the air?
Nobody was taking care of the egg.
Put it down!
Like, the whole point was to get the head and the egg. And...
Naota's just like dangling.
But we're
off
trying to
the
keep it
egg,
in a
like-
place where it doesn't break.
Okay.
That's why Naota's dangling off the egg. What is Groger doing?
Well, so he just said, "Zzz," and since Goma was holding the egg, trying to,
I mean, the
do
servant,
exactly
the unseen
that.
servant, is trying his damn
Yes.
best to try and get it positioned.
So do me a favor, Gomo. Just roll a d20 since the unseen servant is trying his best. Nope. That was
That's
your
a
chance. That was your chance. That was your chance.
That's a two.
God damn it, you nearly hit me with that thing.
Look, I'm not controlling it. Look, it's doing it by itself. I just tell it what to do.
Well, there's another.
Nailed it.
Let's
Hanging
roll
on.
again.
Oh gosh.
Can Naota?
That's a one.
Roll again.
No, he can't. It's not him,
Okay.
it's the
It's
servant.
not me. It's a servant.
Oh damn.
Okay,
Damn it.
so
It's a two and then a one.
at this point, Rodon, one of your horns hits the egg. Because the unseen servant was trying and we got a natural one. So can you roll an unarmed strike for me? We'll just do it that way.
Just a roll to hit or just a straight
Yeah,
unarmed strike?
roll to hit.
That's a 2.
Okay. So your horn hits it, and in the brief second, everybody there's like a moment of silence as everybody realizes like, oh my god, what just happened, and realize that it's okay. There's no crack or anything.
Put
Sounded a lot worse than
it
it is.
down.
I know.
It
Okay,
just lets
you
go
know
of the
what?
book. It's like, okay,
Okay,
and then
we're
she
done.
starts-
We're
she starts
done. We're
backing
not
up.
doing this anymore. I don't like this.
No, Naota's pulling the egg to her.
Should we go back to my meat? Should we go back to my meat idea?
Well, I'm still willing to try the
I mean, I don't know if we should be trying anything at this point. I don't.
Okay, you know what? I am sufficiently irritated. Just set it on the floor and maybe I can get something out.
Oh, good. I let go of the book.
sufficiently irritated.
Falls. Rodon, now no longer struggling against it, falls backward.
I'm not
What's
even
that?
really sure this is what we
I-
want to do to the egg. I mean, what if it
I-
hurts it? What if
I
it
don't-
dies?
I don't
It's
know.
the
I don't know.
tiniest spark. I doubt it's going to be that much. At least I'm not firing the entire damn breath against it.
I don't know. There's not a whole lot left. I don't know how long it has left.
Maybe it's like
So what you're saying is it can't get too far much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And maybe
yeah,
it
the only
could,
other
like,
thing that I
restart
could do
its
is
heart.
die.
Well,
But also, what is Groger doing? Nonsense.
He's just observing this chaos and he's just sitting in the corner like not sure what to do.
Why?
And then
why do I
he
imagine
sees
it's
the
someone
egg
made
hit
of-
the horn and he's also like and then when it's like fine, he's like, oh my god.
Why am I here?
Why do I like? Why do I low-key imagine he made eye contact with Neelon through the window and just shrugged? Like-
That's exactly what happened.
Nice.
That is, he sees Elon like looking in, and he just kind of looks away because he's like,
like, I am so sorry.
All right, so
like a smile of sympathy.
Sympathy.
Oh my god.
A little bit of
Smile of
pity
sympathy.
mixed in there. Ah,
Okay. Rodon is back on the floor.
She's gonna put it close, but not super close.
Give it
Close
a little
enough.
peck.
right between the horns. Do it.
No. She's putting it like just barely close to the horns.
I can't feel the egg. Is it there?
It is. Just do not move, please.
Neelon is outside staring into all of this, looking through his fingers.
Fucking no intelligent life anymore.
Okay. All right. So, what are you doing, Rhoda?
He is thinking. He is trying to come up with a suitable thing of irritants. And
Well, I will
eventually he
say-
finds one.
Yeah, but say especially with the entire ordeal that we just went through, it probably isn't too hard. So
No,
just roll.
although it might. Okay. That's an 18.
Is
Okay.
that good or
You
bad?
sufficiently find something that annoys you, and
I mean, there's a bunch of them in the room.
Is your
And
boat
the
down
zap.
there?
so as everybody's kind of waiting in anticipation, you hear a bzz. Doesn't seem like anything happened. You don't see like the egg didn't explode.
Well,
There's no
that's
color
good.
change. You don't see the cracks or anything. Do me a favor. Do you have? Well, I mean, I know this is kind of like a canon thing and not an actual attack or anything. But you don't have a way of like rolling damage for that, do you? Oh.
I technically do, but it's my breath weapon.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not using that. So
Yeah.
Should I roll? Oh, I have an idea.
so
The
you can
breath
roll a
weapon
D4.
is 3d6. Could I roll 1d6?
Yeah, do it.
That's a straight 1.
Okay. Well, nothing seems to change around the outside or anything. So
So is
Well,
he
that's it.
okay?
food time.
Oh, hold
All the
on.
excitement got me so hungry.
Can I hold it up? Not in the fire or close to it, but the same trick Lily did that I've been doing for
yeah,
a bit
to
after
look
I saw
inside.
it
And,
to like see to see if there's more movement than there used to be.
So you hold it up to the light, trying to see if you can use it to look inside and everything. And wow, you can kind of make out some shadow and some light differences with the depth. It's so hard to make out any differences now. So obviously something has changed from then to now. It's super, super hard to see anything. You can see just the tiniest amount of light through, and you
So it
can't
definitely
really
got
get.
bigger.
You can't make out anything really from doing that trick anymore.
Okay.
Anything?
I mean, it's gotten bigger since the last time I looked, but it's hard to say. I don't even know if I want to risk trying it again, but it didn't blow it up.
I would rather not do anything more than that, even.
Oh, I know.
Look, we tried. Nothing noticeable. Moving on.
Yeah.
We took a risk. Nothing too crazy happened, other than obvious.
Ah, yes. Classic downplaying of our current situations.
Would the raw meat really hurt it?
It would not hurt it. What can it do?
Disease.
Do
How-
eggs get
how-
diseases? I don't know how egg stuff works.
They can rot.
DM?
That's me.
Rodon is a dragonborn. Can I roll to see if he'd know?
Ooh, good question. Yes, of course you can.
Ooh, yeah, because I think
Roll
the rest
a
of us
history check.
We're not. Yeah.
But did he have the
That's
talk?
a 5 plus 0.
Yeah, that's just a part of your history that you just didn't really pay too much attention to.
He doesn't take care of eggs.
He's the guy. He doesn't have to.
There hasn't really been it. There weren't really any young dragonborn in my family at the time. It was me and my brother, and that was it. So unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
His parents kind of glossed over
Are
the
there
whole
books
like
on
you know
dragonborns?
the bees and the bird.
This is where eggs come from.
I guess. I mean, the healing's at least keeping it at bay for now, so that's not terrible.
If it's a
right?
zombie, what if the healing is killing it?
It's not a zombie. Neelan already checked. Plus, what is
Like I
with you
said.
and zombies and raw meat? Do you just want to play with rotten flesh?
Why would I want to play with rotten flesh?
I don't know. You're the one that keeps pushing the narrative.
Because zombies are rotten to begin with, so it's like when you hatch an egg, you recreate what the mommy would feel like.
Okay, but
Usually the undead is created out of something that is alive.
yeah, and
But
Or
why
was
not-
once
establish
alive.
it's not dead.
All they
Yeah.
want to do is eat your brains.
Yeah,
All I want to do is eat this elven bread.
no
it's
one's
not like they're gonna eat
stopping
your
you.
eyes.
They're not unreasonable.
No, but I'll keep it wrapped up. Or should I keep it here and keep it warm?
Okay, well, so
We-
when you picked it up, what was its
Yes.
surrounding like?
Other broken eggs, nest.
Broken eggs?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
A
a nest
nest?
made out of.
it's like. DM, I don't think it was described, but what was it made out of? Just like twigs and stuff.
So do me a favor, since you're
Yeah.
trying to recall this information, just go ahead and make a history check for me. It'll be a low
Okay.
DC because it wasn't that long ago, but
Right. History. $18 plus 1.
okay. Yeah, you remember that night pretty detailed actually. You remember
Pretty
that.
terrifying.
So yeah, you remember peeking through the bushes at the clearing and seeing the rotten, nasty looking T-Rex just laying there, not moving, not breathing, not doing anything. And you remember seeing the ones that walk bipedal. You remember that they were like they weren't. I don't know. Is it? You remember that they were
Get
like
in here.
black and gray in color, and they were surrounding like a campfire, like a makeshift camp that they had set up, and that they were next to a nest, and that the nest had mostly cracked and messed up eggs, and there were a couple there. I can't remember exactly how many. I think there were like 2 or 3 eggs, and you went and grabbed one.
Okay, but most of them were not great shape, and it did look like they were really paying attention to the eggs.
There were only a couple that were actually still not broken or hatched of some sort. There was only 2 or 3 that were there that were intact.
Did it seem like they were trying to keep it warm, or that they were like attempting to care for them?
No,
at
they
all?
weren't even. They weren't even like surrounding it. They were just near it.
Yeah. Well, there definitely wasn't any care for it. But so it was just kind of there. But that feels wrong. Like maybe that's what it needs. Maybe we just ignore it. There wasn't any mom though. I mean, unless the giant dead dinosaur counts, but I don't think it does. So it's hard to say.
You didn't see what the nest was made out of? I didn't hear.
It's like general twigs and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
it
kinda
was. It
haphazardly
actually. It
put
wasn't like
together.
It wasn't like a nest like you would think like a bird nest where it was like solidly made. It was more of like, kind of like a little bit of a hole
Cobbled
where
together.
the eggs were in, and then just like
Mhm.
stuff, some straw, some hay, some like just random bits that were just thrown around it just to
Oh, like in
keep it
Jurassic
somewhat.
Park.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
Now that you
Get
mention
all
it,
this
I
from a
didn't even think about
gardening
that,
shop,
but yes,
couldn't
exactly
we?
like that.
Why don't you just dig it in the ground then?
We could find materials from a gardening shop to provide lining, or even walk the streets if there's enough trees around.
So we
And
just
then
drop
carry
it
it
in a
around.
hole?
How?
Yeah. How am I supposed to carry around a hole?
No,
Maybe
not
Put
carrying
it
in the
in
hole.
Elmo's bag.
Like for now, just to give it a little bit of a, comfort, just put it in a hole for now. And then when we leave, well, we'll just put it in a bag full of dirt.
DM, what time of day is it now?
Boy, it's been 2 weeks, and I know we asked this question last time, and I remember thinking I was gonna remember it, but it's 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
It's the middle of the day when we were heading over to the.
I do.
Right,
Yes,
we
it
had
was.
lunch
Right.
and then
Okay,
we
so
went
it's
back in, and then we
Mhm.
did more research, and then
yeah. So it would be, it'd be almost dinner time about
Mhm.
now, between coming back from the library and then all the shenanigans that have been ensuing since,
Right.
and story time and yeah.
Hmm.
If we leave it outside and someone finds it, is that good? Or is that bad?
Depends on what they do with it after they find it.
I mean, if it's on Neelan's property, do people come digging in your garden?
I'm still outside trying to figure out if it's safe to
I
come
think she
back
said
in.
V.
Rodon is actually motioning for Neelan to come in if he notices him.
All right, he'll come back in.
Trying to stay away from the chaos crew.
Neelan, do they like dig up your garden?
Was it the neighbor? Or they saying we're too loud?
Am I really the one to ask? 7 years?
V hasn't answered.
Oh, what did you ask?
Do the people dig up your garden?
No.
See, if you leave it out in the garden in the hole, it'll be fine. Who's gonna be like randomly walking by and be like, you know what?
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna
Maybe
randomly
maybe a
walk in this
Nyota's
person's
walking
garden.
by. And just,
Wait,
you
so-
know,
You think that there's more than one Iotas in this world?
Vicious,
It's a
Vicious
joke.
looks at Neelon and says, "We have a garden."
I mean, you have,
Isn't
you have
that-
a little yard with the training dummy and whatnot.
Yeah, isn't that the garden?
That's the front lawn.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a garden.
Don't
It
people with
has-
houses call that stuff gardens?
I think a garden
Not
would imply that it
always.
has flowers, and
I
that someone
wouldn't know.
tends
I've
to
never
it.
had my own house.
If you're asking if you can dig a hole and put an egg in it, I would say the backyard's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
at the same time, I don't know if that's it. I mean, we can't really keep an eye on it if we do that, unless someone's gonna camp outside with it.
I mean, I guess I'll stay.
By the
Who's it-
way,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll flash the envelope with the seal.
What's
Wow, an
that?
official letter of complaint. Okay.
Are we invited to the ball?
We talk to the council tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Tomorrow
Oh,
morning?
good.
Tomorrow morning.
We don't need to dress up, right?
First light.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt
Or well,
to
first thing.
make ourselves presentable, but does it say if we're
Ah.
gonna have someone come fetch us, or do we just need to show up?
Do you?
It does not say that someone will come. It just says, you've been summoned to be there, early as possible. Basically, there's, they have.
I'll just keep this with me, and we'll head towards the official chambers in the morning. Someone will guide us in.
And we all
Girl.
have to go, right?
well, I don't know if Groger does, or does he?
You know what?
I don't
It's
think
only
so.
fair if one of us stays behind with Groger. Groger, I volunteer as tribute. I'll stay here with you and we can have more fancy tea parties.
All of us, not Groger, because, well,
Yeah.
you
Eh,
part of what we're talking about, was before we met you. But it
No,
does say Neon Ash and Adventuring Party.
You really don't need me. I was kind of blind.
All of
Yeah,
us.
I mean, Groger will nod and he'll just say, I can keep an eye on the egg while you go.
So you and Vivi can have a nice chat.
He doesn't say it, but honestly, he's just slightly intimidated by Vivi.
I don't know. He doesn't look like much the talking type.
He knows how to put his finger up with a cup of tea now, though. I taught him that.
hey,
A very valuable skill, and he's very grateful.
hey. Hey, Groger.
Mm.
I don't want to drag you deeper into this, but you are part of the team now. But just because you aren't going to the council, do you think you'd be able to watch it for us? She'd kind
course.
of, pat the egg.
Of course.
Is it okay if he stays here, Neelon, in the house while we're out?
Are you talking about the egg or Groger?
I mean, kind of both.
Oh, sure. Act like I'm not gonna be here or nothing. That's fine. I'll just go out. That's cool.
Why is
You
it in-
Fuck
If you
off!
live
You
here.
live here.
Yeah.
Man, I could have watched the egg, but no one had asked me. You could ask a total stranger. that
Okay,
doesn't
would
live
you like
here.
Would you like to watch
Would
the
you-
egg?
Nope, don't want to watch it. I'm not. You know what? I think I have plans.
Okay, you know what? As your older brother, you now have the responsibility. You now get to watch the egg if
Maybe
that's
you could
what
both
you really
watch
want to
the
do.
egg.
Okay, hey, cool, great. Hey, hey, Groger, would you mind watching the egg while I go out tomorrow morning? That'd be great. Thanks.
Up, 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 up.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Can I babysit the egg?
No, you
No.
have to come with us.
Can we
I
eat
just-
first?
I just want to also point out when Nyota said, like, "Oh, you're part of the team now." His eyes lit up a little bit.
Oh, that's adorable.
I don't want to go.
I'm Vivi. I'm sorry. I wasn't. I didn't.
Okay, well, on that chaos, let's take a break so I can grab another coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Now both
Break
Nyota and
time.
Lily are sad for different reasons.
Alright. I'm muting the table. We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
BRB.
See ya.
Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, so we'll just get right back into it. As where we left off, you guys were deciding who was gonna stay, who was gonna go.
And what's gonna be for dinner?
Yeah, what was gonna be for dinner? That's gonna be the major one on Gomo's plate. Pun intended.
Which is empty.
I could cook again.
No, you
No.
will not.
Last time you cooked something burnt, an acrid hit my nostrils.
No,
I'd rather
she
you
burned
didn't.
something. That's not called cooking.
Give her points,
Cooking
at least it
implies
was
there's
an
food
attempt.
at the end of the process.
Oh my god, we didn't go grocery shopping. This is what studying does. This is why I don't study. This is why I'm an idiot. I'm gonna go out and grab food.
Can we
Are we
just
eating out?
order in? Do they do delivery?
Probably.
That noodle
We
place
should
is
get
pretty
food
good.
though.
Vivi, we're going grocery shopping. You and me.
Oh, what?
Plus-
okay. All right.
Neelan,
Plus, with
Neelan,
everything going on, we should talk.
Neelan, I have a question though. Do you really
What?
want to leave us alone in your house?
Break something, I smite you. How's about that? Let's go.
House would be fine.
Okay. So Neelon and Vivi are going shopping for groceries.
We probably should go shopping for Gomo.
Huh?
Yeah, sure. That's true. We should get something to eat and bring it back. Even if it is as a thank you for their hospitality.
I don't really care anything that's edible.
Are we gonna do some more shopping today? More shopping? I feel like that's all we ever do.
Well, we should bring something back.
I
No,
mean,
to be
we are in
nice.
Arden Run. It's not like we're doing anything. Like, sounds like we're doing it right. Shopping is what you do in Arden.
Say, the whole time, like, all of this time that we spent in Arden Run, you guys have been in, like, a fifth of the entire city.
I know.
I mean, we had no reason to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I just find it funny. It's just like, of everything you got, it's just been this tiny sliver of the whole city.
I really have
Make
to
a
go
campaign
tomorrow.
literally just in this city.
Mm-hmm. So,
We should get some food and then get some sleep if we have to be up early.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, Gomo's already at the door, like, ready to go.
I really don't want to go tomorrow.
Lily, we need you there. You're part of the team. Besides, we can find out about your dad.
Yeah, that's
He'll
why I
be
don't
there.
want to go.
Well, we're
You
not
don't wanna
going there
find out
right
about it?
now. We're going to go get food. So, are you coming or not?
I'll
Well, you
bury
can mope
the
about it
egg.
on the way, okay?
Rodan is now by Gomo at the door.
Naota's just gonna put the egg back in like the blankets near the fire. Again, not super close to it, but enough to keep it slightly warm. And then she'll go to the door.
Grogu, you coming? Mama yelled at me.
Wait, sir, give me this. I came in character and then you just broke it.
That had to sink too because we've been gone for 2 weeks, and it took me 2 minutes to realize what she meant.
Oh my god. Groger once again is just going to slightly wonder about the mama comment, but just dismisses it. And he'll just
Look, I'll
nod.
give you a primer. Look, I'll give you a primer on the way. Just let's go get something to eat.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing anybody wanted to do specifically, we can just say, food was had.
Mhm.
Yeah, nothing specific. Just, oh shit, I forgot to grab groceries. Like Irvin asked me to.
Vivi, come with me. We gotta talk.
Okay. All right. So conversations were had. Food was had. By the time you guys come back, Sunshine is there. I will say probably Neilon and Vivi come back first. And then by the time the rest of you come back, they're actually preparing food. Because, they eat dinner too.
Yep.
And if there's anything else you guys want to do, you can do it now. Otherwise, we will just move on to the next day.
Next step.
Rodon is going to try reading his book one more time, and for the purpose of
I hope that's stretched or
things.
Mm-hmm.
Naota's gonna also
Before
read
he can't
her...
come up with anything.
Aw, darn.
Almost working on
Naota's
his
also
block
gonna
of
read
wood.
her common book, and she's gonna sleep next to the egg, just kind of curl around it again.
Okay.
Just one thing.
Mhm.
Can we set dinner up that it was Irvin and Neilon doing the cooking, and both of them were trying to get Vivi to participate? That way, it was like a little family thing, making food.
Oh,
Sure.
Isn't that cute?
And while you guys are
Something they-
doing that and little bantering back and forth, it feels pretty good to you because it's things like this haven't happened in so long that it's really nice to kind of get back to it and remember what it's like to be around your family, even if
Every
they
now
are
and again.
crazy.
Every now and again, Neilon just kind of turns away from everybody, wipes his eyes real quick, and comes back.
Nah.
By the way, Panda's also awing in the background, but she muted herself. I'm totally outing her.
Why are you?
How dare?
Ace, why?
On
How
stream, no
dare.
less.
The audacity.
Because it's adorable.
Let me on, peace. God.
No! You will join the rest of us in showing affection.
All right. So, yeah, we can move on. Everybody gets a long rest. So if you guys want to, all the spells that you used and stuff, you can
Ooh, long
get all that
rest.
stuff back. Press your long rest button.
Rest.
Ding.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, long rest!
Yay.
All of
A woot, a woot.
Naoto is sore the next day. Yay! Healing or not, that still hurt.
So I need
Sturdy socks.
I need Neilon and Rodon to do a perception check for me.
That's a 3
Hmm.
plus 4, 7.
Okay.
5 flat.
Okay. All right. So, you guys had a pretty good day, all in all. It was a little weird, but everybody has no problem going to sleep and getting a night's rest and waking up the next morning, preparing for your meeting. Is there anything in specific that you guys want to prepare for? You want to have ready? You don't want to bring? You do want to bring? Anything in
I'm-
specific?
I'm still in bed.
The egg is staying in the house.
Yes, I want to make
Rodon's
sure
about to
that...
go find Lily's bed and thump on it.
I was gonna say, if she doesn't want to go, Neelan's just gonna get help with just picking her up and taking her.
All
So
right.
yeah, I do have to ask, where is Lily sleeping?
Yes, where is Lily sleeping?
Hiding in V's room, sleeping. Have you had a sleepover?
Oh, probably. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Rodon can't do it. He'll leave it to Neelan.
Just kicks open the door. Rise and shine!
Oh, that's creepy.
Now
No,
the
but
creature was stirring.
But seriously, if it's time to go, no, he won't hesitate. Just open up the door. Hey, sorry, we need to take her and just fucking lift her out.
Yeah. Vivi is like, will you just go so I can go back to sleep?
Can I provide assistance? If he needs it.
Too many people in my room. Get out.
One grabs the arms, one grabs the legs. Let's go.
Alright. I'm just gonna be dead weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dead weight.
So-
I like putting all my weight just like to not move, so they gotta drag me.
Ridiculous.
Try
You guys-
me.
You guys are dragging
Oh my
her.
god!
I
You guys are
just,
dragging her to a council meeting. She's not even getting dressed. She's just
In her pajamas,
Ridiculous.
just like drag her into the fucking console.
I want to say as they're leaving, Groger is awake and he just says, "Be safe."
We'll do our best.
Yeah,
Naoda
you
would
know
hand
I'm
the
not
egg
funny,
directly to him. And she'd be like, you be safe too, okay? If anybody weird comes knocking, well, you know what to do, right?
He's just assuming not to answer it, but
Are we leaving without having breakfast, really? And you see, look at Gomo, and he's dressed differently. It's still his same clothes, but his cape is no longer like the openings to the side. It's all proper in the center. His
Oh.
not wearing his like braces on his arm that he usually has, and you realize that his shirt is actually has like cuffs and everything, and it's like a lot more near the wrist. It's a lot more ornate, and it's all tucked in proper. He's not wearing his sash. He's got his pants all proper as well, and his shoes are all tied, and the laces are proper. It's like very, very presentable look going on. His collar's folded properly.
Are we supposed to dress up?
No.
I have a question. I see Rodon's nat 20. Is he just carrying me at this point?
Over the shoulder DVD
Yeah,
style.
If you said you were dead weight.
Alright, well, I'm just like a dead body. on his
Rodon basically
shoulder
just Rodon basically just said, "I don't care with that 20," and just put you on the shoulder, and you're just off.
I'm just
I'm-
hanging
yeah.
there.
I'm imagining DVD style over the shoulder carry, just yeet.
Yep. Yep. Basically, he's looking for a hook.
Unfortunately for her, the hook is in the council chamber.
Yep.
Council basement.
Oh, we're free, you know that, right?
I just saw what you posted, Panda.
Council basement. I can imagine. Well, that I would see. Yeah, I can see Lily doing that. With sticking out tongue, trying
to be annoying. Oh, but
Smacking,
No.
like, putting my tail, like, an annoying fly around his face.
just bobbling it around.
Careful, you might get zapped.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Naoda would straighten her hair up, kind of, brush herself down and try to look presentable, but she doesn't really have a whole lot of change of clothes. So that would remind her about the outfits they wore, though. She'd turn to Elon and be like, that still hasn't come in, has it? The shipments?
Excellent question. Sunshine?
Yeah?
Hey, we might have some packages coming in. They're clothes. You haven't seen anything, have you?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was closed, but there's a crate. It's in the backyard. I didn't know what it was.
Thank you.
Shit. Drops Lily, heads to the crate.
Oh, I broke my arm. I can't go.
Now it just means you'll provide less resistance in a minute.
I'm gonna survivor crawl under the table.
Nope. Come on. Come on.
Break it like a pallet.
Oh my god, guys. I know we were talking about. Never mind. Just leave it alone. Anyways, crate. Yes, crate. You guys get in the crate?
Rodon certainly is. I don't know about anybody else.
Neoda's just patiently waiting behind him.
Anybody gonna open it? Inspect it? Anything?
Rodon will certainly try to inspect it at least first.
Okay. Roll an inspection check.
Oh, hey, is that mesmerize?
Okay.
Yeah, looks like it came in the other day.
Yeah. There's no note, there's no to
7 plus
person,
4.
nothing. It just has the symbol for mesmerize on it.
Okay.
So I mean, you don't even have to roll perception if you guys just want to open it. It's fine.
Okay, sure. So Rodon will then try to open.
Okay. So you go to open it, you kind of mess with it a little bit and realize, it's just nailed in, so you just need to pry it open. So if you just want to make a general strength check.
Eight plus, I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 for a total of 11.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a little bit, and the people that are behind you are kind of like, seriously, like you were just carrying Lily on your shoulders, and you can't even open this box. But you do eventually get it open.
If it looks like he's struggling, I'll help him.
Okay.
Wait, let's see then. There we go. Counting that as advantage.
Okay, sounds good. So you get the crate open, and it has your outfits in it that you requested.
And Rodon is going to put it on and finally actually have the dapper look he has in the picture.
Hey! Surprise, everybody!
Surprise, everybody.
Surprise.
Disguise, motherfucker!
Right. So, yeah, Neoda would feel that this is a lot better than her previous slightly mismatched raggedy outfit. So she'd go and change. And it is much more upper world than she was expecting, but she likes it. It's nice.
Yours, Neoda, actually has a little, like a little message pinned to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "This was a challenge. Thank you." And like a little kissy, like kiss on it.
Oh. She'd give a little smile. She'd keep that in her bag.
Okay, so now you guys
She
are
is-
looking all fancy. Good
Right?
timing.
Wait, I have a question. Is Liliola's in here?
Well, I would imagine that he would send all of it together.
Oh.
Oh, Lily, your outfit arrived.
Lily, Angel, Lily, are you here?
I think she's under the table.
I'm under the table.
I love the grumpy cat. She's like, I don't want to go, but I want to wear it.
What's up? So,
Conflicted.
All right.
If you don't come out here, we will be bringing your outfit to the council chambers in your place.
Okay.
No.
You burn it, throw it in the fire.
No, that's not a
I mean,
bad
she
idea.
could probably brave, but she could probably brave the fire to retrieve it better than any of us can.
Yeah, that's true. She's kind of already done that. That's one of the reasons she needs a new outfit.
You
Well, she
are
might be
worse
okay
than
with fire in the
Vitress.
clothes.
You are worse than Vitress. Come on, let's go.
Lily, we're not gonna let anything happen to you.
I don't think she'll come peacefully.
Hey, Gomo, do you want to try the sleep thing?
Really?
After you guys just woke me up.
She might be easier to carry.
I'll fall asleep before she does.
It's only gonna be for a little bit. It doesn't last forever.
I'll go if you pay me.
How about this? And she'd whisper to Lily, it's like, if I steal something with you whenever you ask, the next time you want, will you go?
You'll probably get caught and get me in trouble.
Oh, I have a new spell that'll keep us from getting caught. Besides, I have disguise self, remember?
Ah! Alright, give me that. I'm gonna get the clothes and go change. And then sneak out the bathroom window. No, I'm just...
Okay, so everybody's getting finally in their new outfits, and we're actually going to go to this thing now, or
Yes.
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 Gomo, you can eat on the way.
But okay.
Rodan will hand him another thing of rations that he has.
Thanks.
It's not much, but
No
hopefully
warm
it tides
food
you
though,
over.
then, I guess. Oh, okay, well this will do.
Said first light, so
Wait, Lily's got darkness. Whatever. We're getting proper food after.
Fair enough.
okay, you can snack on the way. You can have whatever the what did you guys have again? Lily had some.
I just gave Gomo rations.
Yeah, Lily had some. What were those little sandwich? Macaroons. Yes, there you go. You can snack on macaroons.
Yeah, I'm like gonna go like fully cloaked figure here.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the center of town, to where the council would be, and Neelon, you would kind of know the way more than most. Have you? I don't know if you've actually been to the council chamber proper, but I know you would know where it would be. It's not like it's pretty well known where it's at. It's not like it's it's secret. It's like, where everybody would go to visit the council, and everybody knows kind of where the council's at anyways. So,
Yeah, the only two people that I know who have been there, because I wasn't allowed in as a lieutenant, would be the general and Captain Theodore.
yeah. Okay. So, as you make your way there, you make your way as soon as you go inside the main building. You see lots of people in here because it's actually attached to where the school, like where people learn, and like basically it's like a giant campus now. So there are lots of people in different colored robes. and even some of the people wearing the same colored robes have like different colored belts. Some of you would know that these are different statuses of learning, like where they are in their careers of learning about magics and stuff, and what schools of magic they are learning. So there are quite a few people around. There are also lots of guards stationed here. Most of them looking like, they're very laid back. There's not a whole lot going on here, but that's what you see when you start going in. And when you get closer to the council chambers proper, you do notice that there are like signs hanging, like every 10 feet. There's a sign, and they're all different birds. There's a raven, a woodpecker, a sparrow, a vulture, a mockingbird, a hawk, an eagle, and it's just kind of like, eventually you do notice that some of these are cycling again. They're repeating themselves.
Dang, how fast do you think we can type?
You what? I don't expect you guys to have that written down.
Okay.
We're all trying to take
I
notes.
don't know.
over
I was
here.
like, wait,
Be
hold
good-
on. That sounds
Be
important.
good little players.
Do you want me to say them
Good
again? I can.
players.
No, it's fine. Can listen back on the VOD.
Yeah, I was about to say we record it.
Moving
Luckily,
on.
so
So, and you do notice that as you're walking down this main central chamber, it's actually, it's a lot more lavish looking. It's very, it looks very formal. There's a red carpet on the ground. It's like going down this long hallway, almost like you would be going to see a king, right? Like this is the main entrance hall to where you would go see a throne. And then eventually, you start seeing a lot. You're seeing a lot more guards as you walk, posted, and there are doors on the left and right of you. In each,
Are the quick question? Are
yeah.
the guards all wearing the same uniform, or are they of like different races?
so
and
they're all
stuff?
wearing the same uniform, but they have different armbands with different colors, and the same. You start seeing the same bird symbols on them.
Ah, okay.
So, but the uniform is the same. And then you also start seeing some that are posted. You see two guards posted next to a door on the left, and they are wearing. It almost looks like the same general uniform, but the colors are matching the armband, and the helmet is stylized in the bird that's on the armband, and it's in front of one door. And then as you go, you start noticing that there's the same type of deal for each bird. There's a door with the matching guards for each one.
Would Neilon have an understanding of what these symbols and colors
Yes.
would mean, like a little
Yes.
more in depth?
For sure. You would know that the symbols are for each council member. Each bird represents one of the council members. So the symbols you're seeing is like, it's just saying, okay, so these are all the council members. And then the doors would be like, that's their chambers, and then their personal guards are the ones that are wearing like the specialized guard uniforms.
So then, if anyone in the party looks puzzled, then he would just say, "Council's private detail." That's who these are.
So none of those rooms are the ones we're going to be in?
No. No,
So-
it should be up ahead.
And indeed it is. As you look forward, there is a very big door. It's a very dark wood with gold inlay and gold trim. It's in a like I don't know how to say, but it's like an upside down U, like it would be like a door frame, but it's in a giant bowed one, and then there's gold stripes going down, and it almost looks like a bird cage. If you get what I'm
Oh.
saying.
That's foreboding. Is that the right word?
But certainly one way to put it.
And Neelan, you would know that even though it's not technically called the birdcage, a lot of people have come to nickname this place as like the atrium or the birdcage, because they all have bird symbols, and so it just kind of was like, oh, it kind of fits. So people just started calling it that. So
You ready to go in and get your wings clipped?
I don't have wings.
A dragonborn, we had that happen long ago.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I
I'm not
don't get
even
it.
a metaphor person, but whatever. He'll just look towards the nearest card and show the summons. Summons for Neil on Ash and traveling companions.
and he there is a couple posted at the door, and one holds his hand out expectedly.
He'll pass off the summons.
Okay, and he grabs it, kind of looks it over, and he kind of nods at you, hands it back, and he says, "Wait here. Not quite ready for you yet." And then he opens one of the doors, and that's when you notice, like, if he's say average about 6 foot, the doors are like almost double his size. They're really big doors.
Oh.
And so he opens it, goes in, closes it behind him, and you're left in silence for a moment.
And we skipped breakfast,
She's gonna.
so we can.
Naota's gonna fiddle with her bow, trying to get it to look right.
So, after a couple moments pass, you see the doors, both doors, open fully. And in front of you, you see a grand hall. It's very big. The red carpet that was in front of you goes forward more, and it kind of goes up some stairs and to a place that where there would have been a throne. You can see that there is now a newer area around it where it's been they've created more of a big platform, and instead of one chair, there are multiple chairs, kind of in a semicircle facing you. So all of the chairs are facing you as you come in the door. And you see 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 people. 7 people now. I forgot. 7 now. The last chair is off of the platform for now.
Rude.
And almost all of them are filled with individuals. There's one empty.
Do we recognize who should be there or who shouldn't?
There isn't really anybody that you've known or know on the council. The only one that you know of would be Daisuke from your previous interactions with him, and he is there.
Okay. Yeah, that's mainly what I was asking without asking.
Yes. So, you guys enter?
Once we're given the okay to come in, then yeah, we'll enter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you enter this main chamber and you look around, it is massively tall. It's at least 4 stories tall, and the whole thing comes up to a giant dome, and almost all of it is stained glass. And there are some pillars that go, like, where the dome ends. There's like kind of some pillars coming down, and then it just the roof is flat, but it just the whole building just around it just keeps going. It's a huge room. And there are some hallways and doors kind of scattered around on the sides that you can see that there are some other ways to enter and exit this massive chamber. But yeah, and there are lots of guards posted in here, obviously. And in front of you, you see, the chairs, and on top of the chairs, you see there's little figures of the birds above the people that are sitting there above their heads. So you can see the birds that match the person now. If you wanted to keep track of that, you could. So you see the raven, who is a female elf. I'm giving you time to write things down if you wanted to. You see a little symbol of a woodpecker, and this is a male dwarf. You have the sparrow, which is a male gnome. You have a vulture, which is a female dragonborn. You have a mockingbird that is a male halfling.
Ooh.
You have an eagle, which is a male human. And then the last chair that is not on that's off the side of the semicircle, is this one doesn't have a bird on it, and it looks like it wasn't part of the same group of chairs. It was kind of just thrown in there at the last minute, but it is Daisuke, the male Ansel, the newest member of the council.
Naota's gonna lean over to Goma and be like, "Good thing we have the new outfits."
So, as you come in, a guard kind of starts walking with you, one on either side of your group, and they walk you up to where they're at, and then kind of they start walking a little faster just to get in front of you, so you can kind of like judge where you're supposed to go. And once you get to a certain distance, they kind of stop, and expectedly for you to stop as well.
Yeah.
While we're walking, Gomo snaps his finger and just casts prestidigitation, just to like adjust his outfit as they're walking.
Okay.
Does it work?
It does not. I was just trying to think if I should make you roll for it, but I think you would probably know if it worked or not. So no, it does not work.
Do any of us notice his snap his fingers? And because it's
Well, you
kind of
notice
gonna
he snapped
happen
his
to
You
fingers.
hear the snap.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's probably a very
Yeah.
quiet chamber.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know, like, I mean, prestidigitation could be for so many different things. You wouldn't know exactly
Right.
like, what it is that he's trying
I
to
was
do or
going
did do.
for.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
just
he does tend to do it a lot.
I get the feeling that he's doing that again. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay, that's what he's trying.
I
But
probably
you,
Alright,
really
but
that's
you
what he's
wouldn't
doing.
know if it worked or
Yeah.
not. Is what I'm getting at. Like, you wouldn't know the
Right.
difference. So. Okay, so you walk up and everybody stops in front of the council.
Remember, no Russian. Sorry, go ahead.
And you kind of see the council members kind of like look at each other for a moment. You just kind of like look back and forth at each other. And then one of the chairs off to a little bit off to like the left, not necessarily in the front, because there really isn't one that's like centered, right? So you have the 6 chairs, so they're equally apart, and then you have the 7th one that's like off to the side. So none of them are really the center. So no one's really looking for one particular person.
Right.
But eventually, the female elf nods her head a little bit, and she looks at you guys and says, "Welcome, Neelon and guests. I hear you have some news for us."
He'll put his hand on the pommel of his sword, put his other hand to his side, and do a small bow. And say, "Thank you for meeting with us today."
You hear the male dwarf kind of goes, "Get on with it."
Yes, we want to share some information and hopefully get some insight on some happenings around Egrin. And he'll go ahead and start recounting with help from the group who may know more. Same way we did with General Alwyn.
Okay. Just do me a favor. Not saying that you have to do the whole thing, but just give me what exactly are you telling them and what are you not? Like I'm talking about this item, this, and this, just so I know, what to say.
So basically everything of note, with the exception of the Oswin guards. He'll just say that there were guards there, although he didn't see any defining patches or anything of that sort, or at least that he can.
Okay, so you've talked about finding the.
So we're starting from
the underground
Harperfell,
area.
right?
Yeah, we're leaving at the prison, I'm sure.
So you're starting from Harperfell. You talk about how you found the little thing inside the waterfall, whatever you guys want to call it. You saw the Oswin there, right?
That party said he was leaving out.
Yeah, he's intentionally leaving out the
unidentified
Oswin.
bodies.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you said you saw. You said you were talking about the Oswin, just making it vague. Okay, no, leaving out
Correct.
the Oswin.
Yeah, so there were others down there, but no defining.
Basically, there were dead
sigils or
bodies
Yeah.
down there. That's pretty much it.
unidentified
Not-
bodies.
Okay, so cave, bodies. What else?
The captain.
The dead captain.
Yes, the captain, and confirmation from the now acting captain in Harperfell.
Well, no, Captain.
Daryl.
Yeah,
Dan roll.
Darnell.
Daryl.
Hey, you
anyways,
all.
Daryl.
And yeah, going up through, traveling to Warser, the weird happenings there, after the festival, the companion that they had, hearing from one of
Phil.
the others that he was
Yeah,
dead,
Phil. Mm-hmm.
and
Which Rodon in that part would, at this point, helping Neilon with details, would explain about the Tyrannosaurus, the acts of necromancy. He would leave out the egg.
Okay, so you talked about the dinosaur things in necromancy. Okay.
By the way, rewinding just a little bit, did we?
Yeah.
How in how much detail did we describe the room with the map?
Yeah, I
and
was
the
gonna ask that too.
holograms
Yeah.
or whatever.
See, Neilon still doesn't fully understand it, but he'll describe it to the best of his ability. It's just
Okay, so we are
Yeah.
telling them about it. Okay, good.
a device with levers. They were pairs. They showed different colors and different outcomes for an image of a map.
Goma pulls out his notes
Mhm.
and starts describing them and in what order and colors. Also, he's aiding the whole presentation with his minor illusion, or he's trying to, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not working.
Like, frustrating.
Tries to.
And if it's something like so like doing gestures and it not showing up, it's just if you want to say it, awesome. If not, I will. Usually he would aid with visual examples, but it doesn't seem like magic works in here.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh.
Do you at that when you do you say that out loud? Like, it doesn't look like magic works here.
Almost
Like,
saying
Uh,
if,
Yeah, okay.
if
So
Neelam's
like
not
when you guys
saying
say that, like you actually see Daisuke like an eyebrow raise and look at the council, and he's like, he kind of nods a little bit, like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad I asked that question because there were you guys had some things that you wanted to omit. So, okay, cool.
Everything that won't get us in trouble.
Well, that's kind of questionable. Like, we're not sure about we're leaving out. So basically, the fact that there were Osmondgar specifically down there on the other side of the border, in that facility, we're leaving that out. We're leaving out the whole egg incident.
And you're leaving out the book.
Right,
I'm
because we
assuming.
previously agreed.
And the book. Those are the three things that we're
Oh,
leaving out, pretty
absolutely.
much.
Not talking about that. Yeah, because I think it's all the stuff that we'd previously agreed to leave out.
Just wanted to make sure.
Pretty detailed recount of how the fire was put out with our aid, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We
Oh, absolutely.
we participated
Wasn't our fault.
In festivities. Later on in the evening, party split up. Found that the other person, Thale, had gone missing. Was found as part of the zombie group later on. And everything going up through Opalhaus with my asking for aid from the local branch of the order. I haven't heard any updates on that.
Except that well, don't know if we'd say Gomo's sister, but there was people sent, but we don't know how it went. Because
Yeah.
we learned that Gomo's sister got sent. So I
No,
don't know anything.
Gomo talks about that part too. That how he also
Oh, okay.
forwarded a letter requesting aid to the church. He also, he presents himself as Moline Goldberry, so he names himself as that. And explains how
Okay.
he asked about it, his
Interesting.
father's position, and his sister. He's not hiding it. There's no point. He has his family crest. He's wearing it, so it's visible as well.
Right. Okay. Okay. Wow.
And then how he teleported to use the portal to get to Ardenrun, and from there on out, it's all documented. Oh, and Goma's kind of like looking at Daisuke, and this is after we met with the captain, but as fortune would have it, I did end up assisting with the little fire accident over at the Osmond camp.
And as you're saying this and looking at him, he's actually looking at Liliola. Not saying anything, but like he knows that she was there. So
He thinks she was there. He's sure he saw her there. It's a world of magic.
you hear
Anyways.
another voice. The human. He says, "That is quite the tale." Well, I can say I can vouch for at least some of what we just heard. The captain, as they say now, is my son, and he has vouched and sent word of what his accounts were of the situation, and they do seem to coincide together. And he kind of looks at you guys and like kind of nods respectively of you guys, and
Oh.
kind of like thanks for helping.
Small nod back.
Same.
So you hear the elf speak up again, and she says, "Well, we have much to discuss, I think. Did you all have questions for us as well?"
She'd kind of look at the others.
I'm not sure about the rest of the group, but I was curious about any possible insight to what this machine either is or is saying. We have our theories, but nothing concrete. Or, any thoughts on where we may be able to go next, if that's something the council would allow us or wish us to continue.
I think we have a lot to dissect with this information, but the way I see it, we have a few leads to follow. We need to know more about these creatures in Clovenwood. Are they a threat? Where did they come from? We need to know how much of a threat they are. I mean, I've never heard of such things. And she kind of looks around at the rest of the council, and Daisuke kind of puts his finger up and he goes, actually, I may be able to help a little bit with that. And he kind of looks at you guys. He goes, but perhaps in private. And the elf looks at him and kind of nods, and goes, very well. Also, we need to know more about this machine that you found, this whatever this contraption was. Yes, we need to follow up with that. It's interesting that we have also had information of a growing threat in the same area by Danril, and she kind of looks over at the human, the other Floyd, since the last name is Floyd, and says, so perhaps you could go there and help us figure out what exactly is going on, since you were there already. If you're asking us to send you somewhere specific, we could get back to you. Send a letter later today. But we are not here to tell you what to do. That is your will.
Well,
Goma's looking at everyone else too. Just kind of,
we appreciate the respect of autonomy, Councilwoman. We're just merely asking for insight or direction if necessary.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any more information about the things that you've brought up yet. We would have to gather our own information. You did well by bringing us this information, and we do have more contacts and can most likely get more information, but it would take a little bit of time. We can make sure that we get you a letter by the end of the day with at least a little more information. That is the best I can offer.
Understood. We're currently staying in my family home. Although there are other tasks that we may look into, personal tasks. So should we not be in the city after a few days' time, any information through sending would be appreciated, and we'll be sure to move on to, well, whatever the next assignment is.
So as you were saying that, you see the elf nod to one of the guards, and he walks over to her and puts his hand out, and she puts a little item in his hand, and he walks over to you and hands you the item. And it is a polished stone, and it has an etching of a raven on it, and it's solid black. And she says, very well. With this, we can keep in contact with each other, but be mindful as a council member. My time is fleeting. Make sure it is important information.
Just to be crystal clear, Miss, is this direct communications with you or with your aide?
With me.
At that, Neon's eyes will kind of get a little big, and he'll just kind of stare at the floor. Understood, ma'am.
Well, if you have no further information, you are free to go.
I've been informed that there's a door around here to the Underdark. Is that accessible for anybody? She'd sort of fiddle nervously.
And
You
Neon
also-
will be sure to say that is also part of the personal tasks that were mentioned earlier.
When you were talking about the door, actually, go ahead and if I can get you guys to roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11 plus 5, 15. That's 4, 15. 11 plus 4, 15.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but that's a 19!
Nice.
Dang!
15 plus 4.
16 plus 5, 21.
So I got a 19 as well.
And
Neon
Angel's
with the
probably already
19s.
asleep. So,
Oh.
you guys notice that when you start talking about the Underdark stuff, Daisuke seems like he's starting to pay attention. Like he's really, this is also information that he's wanting to hear.
Mm.
So,
That makes her nervous.
so she says, we can perhaps come to some arrangement. Shouldn't be too difficult. And she kind of looks at you and then says, perhaps we can discuss this more. Maybe in not such formal presence. But I can make sure that you have access to at least the area.
That would be appreciated.
Well, and she looks at the rest of the council members and she says, does anybody else have any questions, concerns, and the Dragonborn female speaks up, and she says, I would like to know more about the bodies.
The bodies.
Leonis is
ma'am?
gonna glance at Neelan and Goma because they've been talking the whole time.
The bodies in this cave.
What would you
Could
like
you at
to
least-
know?
Could we at least know what race they were?
No, it's
It
hard to
was
tell when a
dark and
slime-
wounded.
acid kind of ate at them.
Could not see
Huh.
any true identifying features on any of them.
Not even if they were your race? Or human?
They were certainly
Or-
humanoid.
They had no scales. They were not dragonborn.
Ah,
They had no horns. They were not tieflings.
They didn't have pink bones, so they're not from the Underdark. What?
so, I would like either all of you, the people that just spoke up, to roll deception, or if you guys want to just aid somebody and someone
Well,
into
they're not lying.
Aid
per
Gomo.
se.
Yeah.
I'm
There are
not
some-
lying.
I know, but here's some thing. There's some things is like you guys are trying to be vague, but then she just threw in things like there were not pink bones. So I'm like, if you couldn't see things, how could you make sure that they didn't have pink bones? Like, so there's like little specifics. So
Right.
Mm.
12. 10 plus 2.
Does
I'm
anybody
gonna
else
aid
wanna roll?
that then.
I'm sorry, what was that? Aid or roll?
Yeah. Or have
Okay.
you roll again?
17
There you
plus
go.
2. That turns it into a 19.
Well, that at least narrows it down a little bit. We know it wasn't one of the creatures that you found. And as it's talking, it says, the Dragonborn kind of like looks, like glances over at Daisuke.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do want to check.
Okay.
Is there any show of animosity in that when the Dragonborn is looking over?
Ooh.
Okay, go for it. Roll insight.
That is a 19 plus 1, 20.
It wouldn't be animosity, but there's definitely specific intention. Like it's pretty clear to you that she was asking very specific questions for a reason, and the fact that she glanced right at Daisuke obviously was like, okay, there's a reason for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not like animosity, like I'm angry with this person, I want to bite their face off.
Or I think it's so not like I think it's them. He's totally guilty, kind of thing.
It's just basically just like gathering information and can definitely feels like something is off.
It
And
feels
just trying to figure
targeted.
it out. It feels
Rodon's gonna keep his cool, but basically it's like one of those things that Rodon will remember that.
yeah. Gotcha. Very well. I think that would conclude our business. We had to push things around to make this meeting happen. So if you don't mind, we have other things to attend to.
Well, thank you for spending time to, speak with us.
Thank you for the information there. I will say that it was definitely a worthwhile meeting. And you see lots of nods from the rest of the council of like, yeah, it definitely was.
Well,
And you see the elf that's been doing all the talking kind of nod to the guards, and they step up next to you again and kind of like start, not like pushing you, but you get the idea of like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go.
Time to go.
So, Neelon will do the hand on the pommel, other hand at the side, do the bow, and say,
And
thank
in
you
sync
again
with
for your
that,
time. We'll
Gomo will
take our
take
leave."
Gomo will take a bow too.
Oh, okay.
And it just sort of lowers your head.
Rodon will also do a somewhat formal bow.
And as you guys turn and leave, that's where we'll end the session today.
Boom.
Hey, we finally got to do the thing.
Ugh.
I know.
See, that one's so bad, Lily, right?
Mm-mm.
Just had to stand there for a little. Just had to stand there awkwardly, you know, like just mysterious hooded. Well, actually, you didn't. You said you didn't bring the hood, so.
Okay, well, I think everybody has DM inspiration, so I don't think there's really a point in doing that.
I used mine last time.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
Gomer
We'll be
has
there.
one,
We
so-
actually did the thing.
Whoa,
it only took
copyright. Hold
23 sessions, but we got it. We
I know,
finally did
we're
it.
finally here, but now what do we do?
All right, so, yeah, thank you for joining us today. Oh, Nine of Swords. Do we want to do Nine of Swords real
Hard.
fast?
Yeah.
Worry
super
and
quick.
regrets.
I
What?
just.
Worry and
Ooh.
regret.
Yep. Makes sense.
Oh.
The whole episode, all I was doing is looking at the Twitch stream and watching this dude stab this dude in the heart like a million times.
Right.
So, worry and regret.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we're trying to get through this real fast. Some of us are trying to get out of here and go to sleep. So, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, we have another one. We're gonna do a little special where we can finish our gummy one shot.
Yes.
So please join us for that tomorrow. I think it will
Oh,
be starting an
man.
hour
Early.
earlier. Yep.
Yep.
9 o'clock instead of 10 for me. Was that 6 instead of 7 for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
specific.
There you go.
Pacific.
Perfect. There you go.
So that's 8 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central.
I'll just auto take the DM inspiration. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Um,
I don't. I'm the only one that doesn't have it.
yeah, and then we will we'll go from there. So thanks again. We will see you guys next time.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
See
Ciao.
ya.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining.
Holy